Hello and welcome everybody out there in YouTube and D&D land. I hope you're having a fantastic day today. I hope everybody had a very good gobble gobble day. Before we jump into the action, don't forget, like, comment, subscribe. All of those things help us out tremendously. If you're interested in supporting us a little bit further, consider becoming a member here on our channel or joining our Patreon. We do have slots available within our community. Starting this week, actually, we have a couple of slots open. Well, one slot open now in our Friday campaign, and we have slots available in our Tuesday campaign, both of which are very active and, well, about to do some pretty serious stuff in the near future. So it'll be a lot of fun. But anyways, I think that's going to be everything from me. And let's get into the action. All right, Fen, what happened last session?
Last session we left the ancient ruins that were below the baths that we kind of feigned going to. We don't finish up, and we draw a decent amount of attention as we're leaving, as people are noticing the fact that one of us has a giant golden staff, and some of us are a little beat up. We send a message to Yaz. Is it Jasmine or Yasme? Yasme, right?
Yasme.
Yes.
It's a Y. Yasme.
Just letting her know that we'll meet her in 24 hours to discuss what we found. In that time, we get some shopping done. We meet one of Samdi's friends, kind of somebody who inspires him, I think, to be as creepy as he is. Mama Vusi, who sells us some decent amount of goods. And I believe Ash was able to potentially find some information on Gregor, his husband. We go and meet Yasme the next day and tell her what's going on. She reveals to us that we are being searched for information on some of us, especially Katarine. Tells us a good job, gives us our money, and then invites us to our next thing, which would be the assassination of Zyrene. Zyrene, sorry. We were looking into different ways of doing it. I believe Vance had been to a party before at this man's estate, and we were thinking about going there and sneaking in. We all have different ways of getting in, so it could be pretty easy for us to sneak in, but the issue is that it's all in the center. We all head back to plan this all out, and Katarine's alarm spell goes off around the house as we notice that we have some gardeners, but these gardeners reveal themselves to be some assassins. After handling the three of them, we find out that they have a large tattoo of a shining sun on them, which is very reminiscent of the iconography of the temple. We prepare a burial kind of for them to just hide the bodies and burn away the evidence. And that's it.
Alrighty. So, you all have buried the bodies. You have taken your rests. And it's time for you all to decide what it is you're going to do. Do you wish to fast forward a day to go to the estate, or do you want to do any preparations beforehand?
I would like to prepare.
Very well.
What does everyone need?
Well, I'll need to talk to someone to get an invitation.
Yes, it would be good instead of you just showing up out of the blue.
Yeah.
Were you still planning on taking Katarine as like your guest?
Yeah, so so how many people are we going to try and get in that way? Me, Katarine, and
Ash.
Bartikov?
And Bartikov. You, Katarine, Ash, and Bartikov. Because we could play it off that you would have... I'm sure you could play it off why you would have security with you.
Well, so we could take Katarine and then Bartikov as her bodyguard, and then I could take Ash as my side piece, and then Katarine as a guest.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll need to talk to somebody that I know, Joey, that has enough pull to get that many people in? Because I know I don't know anybody important enough. I don't know the guy that runs the parties well enough to get an invitation.
Right. So roll me a history check. Let's see who you would be aware of that you have access to. 7. There's so many people that go to these events. Usually you just find insert name of this influential person and you end up getting invited. Like, learning names has been difficult, especially with the odd names of this territory.
Okay.
Sorry, a 7 is completely
I completely understand. I don't have a particular person. I think we're just going to have to wing it when we get there. I'll find someone I know.
There are ways to get into such things, and I happen to be good in the arts of manipulation.
Well, then we'll be fine.
So, do you think it would be wise to try to bring so many people in the front?
Probably not.
I know for certain it would be better for me to come in to the front so that I can be a distraction.
Correct, but it wouldn't make sense for you to walk around not having Bardakov on your side, as he's always been there.
That is true.
Yeah, you need to probably take you and Bardakov. Ash, I don't know. Ash, you seem to spend a lot of time in darkness. I'm going to guess you're pretty good at sneaking around.
Yeah.
So he could probably go with the insertion team, the people that are going to sneak in the side. I knew it as soon as I said it. This is the wrong group for that word.
Ash seems to be more to prefer the back door.
Yeah, Sandi's the only problem with him being on the stealth team. I've seen enough of Sandi's work to know that he's not, the most dexterous person. But you seem to have a lot of connections around here too, Samdi. Do you think you have anybody you could get you in? Or are you on a different type of people?
Different.
Joey.
Yeah.
Like, I understand that my connections aren't exactly high society.
Yeah, not typically.
Yeah. Do I know anyone that I could leverage a invitation out of?
Ooh, roll me a history.
Oh boy.
So you're as good as I am at history, is that what you're saying?
No, I'm better.
Oh, well, that's good.
Oh, wait, hold on. Nope, I'm the same. I'm just smarter.
Oh, yeah, I'm not smart. I just actually went to school. I just didn't do very well.
He's educated. He's just stupid.
See, it's a 10.
10's not a complete and utter failure. You are aware that these high societal events usually have privatized guards hired specifically for them. Kitiri Mill are the guards that are usually in charge of it. And they usually get people who are notable gladiators to protect the specific guests that are there, as well as the general Kitiri military.
How?
But that's about it.
Okay. Do I know how magically protected they are?
Better than most places that you go to around the area. These estates have been influenced by very powerful mages, usually, in order to protect them. The Velvet Estate, the Beacon Estate, the Misty Manor, all of these locations have been protected over long periods of time by mages. Though you don't know if they've been actively upkeeping or if it's one of those we set up the spell and now it's there permanently. deals.
When is the party?
But it's not anything ridiculous that you've ever heard of, at least. What were you saying, Ash?
When is the party? Is it dark?
Like a couple of days. Well, it happens all
Oh.
day. So there will be times where it's dark, but it's
All-day
an
event.
all-day event. You don't have orgies strictly at nighttime. How do you see?
Candles.
Then it gets cold
I
when it's
think that's the
outdoors.
point.
That's,
You
I don't
don't.
know. You want to see.
Oh no, trust me, they go to be seen. They're not private events by any means.
Oh, so you want the warmth.
World's gone mad. Plausible deniability.
Yes. So yeah, as far as like active upkeep of it, you're not sure, but you know that they usually do have some forms of protection around their estates. You have to remember, the leaders of Casino are filthy fucking rich.
And filthy.
You haven't met all of them.
Filthy is a matter of degrees.
That's true.
All right, hold on. I need to BRB. Stuff happened.
Okay.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
So somebody may have another angle in to join us later. Let us see. So perhaps Finn and Ash are quietest people. Could go through the back.
Yeah, because I think they're gonna have to go and search the office, aren't they? While you, me, and Bartikov try and act as distractions.
Yeah,
Certainly.
searching.
And also to keep an eye on Zyron.
Well, so Somdi can go with you and help search too. Then, or is he no better at searching?
This is such a well thought out.
Is there a way that you could, Finn, you change into animals. Can you change others into animals?
Yes,
Perhaps change somebody to an animal and take him with you.
that's what I was gonna do. He can do it too.
Okay.
Yeah, somebody has the capability too, I believe.
That is good. And I can keep in touch with you
Okay.
through a good bit of it.
Idea to throw some chaos out there. I could kill one of you for like an hour.
I think that's more of an escape strategy type thing.
You
like
won't
when-
actually die. You'll just look dead.
No, I know, but like
This-
when you need to get out of someplace, you fake kill someone, and then we all escort the body to the
I
medical center.
like.
kinda
I
thing.
do have to pierce your neck, like right here, with one of my nails. It's fine. You'll be all right.
I'm sure Ash will be
This-
fine with that.
You could have a
This
lover's
begs the
spat.
question.
Killing me?
This-
No.
Yes, Bart?
This begs the question of how that would help us in any way.
We frame him. We say you poison them.
Okay.
Although we do not use your acting, Finn.
Oh God, no! I won't be there.
Don't we kind of feel this place is dirty enough that really won't matter? We none of us
Yes, I
really
don't-
have any social standing that anybody's going to care that he killed us
Also,
on his
what
own
am I-
property.
what am I looking for, by the way?
We are looking for any sort of damning evidence. So, letters.
I can't read.
That could be a problem. Somebody can read, and he can read the back one.
I see this
So-
plan getting better and better every time we open our mouths.
It is important to know our limitations, Barter.
I could try and
Prior to
sneak
the
away from.
remedy.
I can try and sneak away from the party once we're in it.
I can do as well. But I think,
Eyes are all
My
on
s-
you, though.
yes, my strength is going to be in the distraction.
Eyes are all on you currently. So
I'm probably better at stealthing away.
yeah, I would say they don't know much about Vance.
Vancouver might
Doesn't
take it in, and then you can assist the others.
Right. I'll get you in, and then I'll take off to join the others.
Perfect.
Because I do have magic to allow me to read a Bachwin.
Perfect.
I also have magic to turn myself invisible if all absolutely necessary.
I could also disguise one of us.
It is useful, but
I'm just throwing things out there.
Yes, let us focus on what we have currently. So we have me, Vance, Barta going in the front door. Somebody perhaps hidden as an animal or perhaps coming on his own. Finn and Ash coming through the back. Once arrived, I am the distraction. I am the focus for the guards, for these people looking for damning social evidence, things like this.
Ash and I just need someone with brain power to come help us.
Why somebody's going.
Yeah. I'll be good if we just need to, like, punch down a guard or something, but
Right.
Put the smackdown on whoever's back there, make him disappear.
So we have entry and we have covered searching for evidence, but what comes to the killing of Siren? Once we have
I have a number of ways that could, if we can get him alone, will make him incredibly easy to bring down. But that would probably take some doing.
Do you
Certainly.
know there's another thing we can do? Assassinations can be, what if we don't actually kill him? We make it
Oh,
look like he dies.
You make him look dead, we bring him out to get him help, and then kill him while he is dead.
Or we could take him to Yasme for more questioning.
I think you just wanted to pierce someone.
Possibly, but this is not actually a bad idea. What is the limitations on taking injuries while you are in this state of fake death? Are you protected from taking damage? Are you vulnerable? How does it work?
Kind of helps you. It pauses anything. Kind of think of it putting like a pause on life, and just like the appearance of death. But they have to be they have to be willing.
Never
Not-
mind that.
Yeah, it's
Well,
not just something I can just hit you with.
Well, let's see. I could perhaps make him willing. There are magics that I can do that none of you have been able to see yet. And that's been crucial.
Interesting.
Is that a guarantee?
No, it is not. But
That could be
You-
a backup plan. If everything's just going to shit, we can go to that one.
yes, certainly. And if you torture someone long enough, perhaps they would be willing to do anything to get out of it.
Okay.
I think you're grossly overestimating our abilities to apprehend and restrain this man. He is clearly one of the most powerful people in this city. I don't think we're going to be able to have him at our mercy for very long, if at all. Our best chance will be to ambush him, catch him at the moment of disadvantage.
Isn't this like-
Otherwise, we will be like lambs to the slaughter.
isn't this a party where people are very vulnerable?
Yes.
I'm not saying anything, but it would probably.
Literally catch him with his pants around his
Yeah,
ankles.
I'm
Are you
not- I'm not
suggesting that we put a dagger into his tent?
That would be horrible. But yes, that could be a. I'm not saying I don't know what he. I don't know
Joey.
what. I don't know what he prefers, but
I was drinking.
Well, we have
two options going in.
two options, and one is perhaps way too willing. But well,
Looking
that is-
between you and Vance, and then looks at Bartov. Which
There's-
one is she talking about?
I meant Ash, the one that you
Oh.
did not. I was going to say the one you did not peg, but I mean, that is maybe a matter of time. But listen, there is we have options certainly as far as who he can be attracted to and who can make their way to
Do we
have
have
him
the,
in a vulnerable position.
do we have the map up for the Purple Sands for Casino?
Hey, baby.
Or are we on
I can move you
combat?
over here. Yeah.
Could you please? Thank you.
The honeypot.
Yeah,
All of my training has accomplished to this.
What do you think
Oh.
you were picked, Bartikov?
Not close.
This is the
yeah,
Velvet
not
Estate.
close enough. Damn.
So what
But-
is this? We have some kind of competition. Who can get him into bed first and then catch him with his pants down?
That
I mean,
Sounds
that's
like
the-
fun to
that,
me.
I mean that
Same
Ouch!
here.
if we're
No
talking
bite.
about getting him alone, that's the easiest way. But the thing is, if you get them alone, people are gonna see you taking him in there.
that is true.
It's fine. You make it look like an accident. He put a belt around the neck. We got carried away.
That is also true.
Got stabbed 57 times. It happens.
I was trying to cut the belt off.
I was trying to cut off belt and accidentally decapitated him. I'm sorry.
My hand slipped.
Like I've gone from like noble servant of the Tsar to FPS Russia real quick. Hello, welcome to FPS Russia.
Fuck that bitch. This is Russia.
So
I swear, I come back,
Yeah.
and we went from how do we infiltrate to how is the best way to disguise to disguise our murder as an accidental sex act gone wrong.
there is such thing as death by auto asphyxiation. Okay, that happens. There are-
This might be the easiest way to do it. Unfortunately, in Dungeons and Dragons, you can hold your breath for like 10 minutes.
This is true. However,
If you're worried about 10 minutes singing too long, then I'm sorry for anyone you've been with.
Oh my.
That was Vance, by the way.
Yeah, sure, Tim.
yeah, sure. That's brilliant. I knew that you would be a valuable addition to team.
All right, so the plan is you three are gonna go in the front.
Mhm.
Okay.
This is just so much.
There will be a
planning.
double penetration on this place.
Have a dual penetration.
You gotta get in every single entrance that's available all at once, okay? Just
We'll tag team.
I'm
That's
assuming
wise.
at that point we'll wait to dark so that Ash can get in easier.
Certainly.
I mean, I'm
I
sure
mean,
it's where
don't
the
get
party's
to-
happening.
Don't get me wrong. I can.
No.
There.
it's an
Oh,
all
it's
day
an
party.
all-day party. Well, yeah, it's not gonna be dark then.
You
Well-
don't want to turn up too late. He
Well,
would
but you
already
also don't
be-
want to show up to the party and then me immediately disappear.
That is
So-
true.
Yes, Katarine.
Perhaps Vance and and myself, we could go earlier. Get accustomed to what is going on. You know, get a
just
lay.
thought of- I have just thought of really obvious way we could get Vance and Sandy to disappear from the party and join up with Team Back Exit. You
I
just
have the-
pretend to go off into a room together.
Oh,
Climb out
yep.
window. This seems blatantly obvious. Room will be locked. It's like, look, they're going at it for hours. Good for them. Little selfish, but yeah.
It does seem very obvious now that you say it. Yes.
I
They-
don't
they
know
should
why
just-
we didn't
How do
think
we
of this.
slip away in an orgy?
This is
Um,
true.
I can get in early as can be and be there for hours prior, and they probably won't think anything of it.
Just waiting in the bush.
I mean, I can just walk around freely, and they probably wouldn't question it.
Not that kind of bush. I mean, he hide in bush with binoculars.
I thought that was my part of the plan.
Joey, what's the most common animal just around that just walks around all the places?
Seagulls.
Well, seagulls fly around all
Little
the places.
monkeys.
The most common animal that just wanders
That
around.
anybody will just let in.
Lizard?
Oh, I mean street cats.
Oh,
They don't get let in; they just find
okay,
ways in.
cool.
That is true.
Street rats or street cats?
Cat.
Oh.
I mean,
No, I
you
have
know,
the
practically
Aladdin
the same
song
thing.
stuck in my head. Thank you. Okay, so we have.
Do we have any idea where in the Velvet Estate his office and rooms are at?
Based off of your previous role, you have
Okay.
no clue. I mean, presumably it'll be one of the only places
Don't
locked in the
worry.
entire estate.
I can handle this.
Also, there is certain fun to be had if you are like, let us go and find the host's room and use it. That is a very, you know, it could,
Catherine, you're going to need to have some way of opening magical or mundane locks. There are spells for this, yes?
of course, but I do not have the spell for it. And also, it to make the spell, I am aware of it. It makes a noise.
Okay.
However, are there mundane ways?
This is
Vance.
true.
Yes. I could probably handle most locks.
Perfect. And
I
I can wear my hair up with bobby pins and can use that in a moment's notice. And I can dispel any magic.
As well as thieves' tools. Can I say I bought them, and how much are they?
Player's Handbook has the pricing, and if you wish to purchase a pair, that's easy enough for you to do.
Okay.
What page is it? Like 43? 143, I think.
My God, that's an odd price.
They were 25 gold. I paid 30 for a set last week
So 30.
30. Okay, thank you.
because I paid an urchin to go find them.
Yes.
Hey, Joey, are the Zanskaran vipers common to?
No, they are not common, and they are uncommon in the deserts. They are incredibly rare in city limits because they're.
I didn't know if anyone was selling them.
Oh, I mean, there's always exotic things being sold. They're just usually expensive.
Ooh.
You gotta eat it,
Yeah, I
don't you?
do.
So we have
Well, that's what I mean. I was gonna buy one and then eat
we
it.
have ideas on the way in. We have ways of disappearing for a little bit. The only question is, how do we bring down Zyron? Now, there is a spell that I can do. He has to fail clinging to this plane of existence. But if we could get him alone, I can banish him, and we could set up a trap while he is gone.
Banish him?
Yes, from this plane of existence.
I banish him from the shadow realm.
And
Yugi boy.
it gives us up to a minute to prepare. So if we are caught unawares, I could hit him with that, and if he fails to cling to this plane, he is gone for up to a minute.
Okay, but he is ostensibly quite powerful, yes? Him failing likely or unlikely?
He is a Bakwin, yes, so that works against us a bit.
It's not it's a charisma save, but it's
Not
not,
an
a
enchantment.
charm.
Perfect.
It's not a charm. Yeah.
Also,
You would be aware of Bartikov's limitations.
Perfect.
He's an elf, not a Rakshasa.
Mm-hmm.
So,
As far as you know.
so
His
that's
hands are backwards.
Quick,
Fuck.
Bardock, shake my hand.
but also, fuck, I do not have an ornate box worth 4,000 GP. Damn it! So I cannot do the body possession either.
I mean, we can make that. It's not difficult. We can get hold of that. We have money.
Do we have 1,000 gold?
I have 900 on me right now.
That could be useful because then I could take over someone's body and use that.
Not sure I want you in my body.
No, it would not
I-
be yours.
I say we stick with the plan that we had. So we should definitely send you three in the front. Somdi, you want to go through the front and use your contact and be a separate, like, on your own kind of thing?
Somebody.
You might have stepped away.
I'm still here. I'm
oh,
thinking.
Sorry.
It's the thing that like I don't actually have a proper contact, do I? Or was that something you discussed while I was away?
No, you don't have a proper contact. You just know where you could look to get the proper contact. You know where the security detail is, usually, how they recruit. You're aware of specific statures of guests that would go there, but you don't know any specific people that would be able to get you in easily. It's just you have a starting line and how to progress.
So, Santi is going to say, I might be able to get myself in on the ground floor as a security detail, or at least one of you. And Santi looks at Finn. Quite honestly, the guard staff is usually made out of gladiators or other entertaining fighters. I
The
can
only-
always go ahead.
I was gonna say the issue is people are looking for all of us. So the less of us that show up together, the better. You know what I mean? Like if I'm on the security detail and then Katarine comes in, people will start questioning why they're all together at this place. Vance hasn't even been brought up yet, so Vance and Katarine being together aren't a.
It could
an
be
issue.
coincidence.
Yeah, they haven't questioned that. Me working and coming out of the same place with you, and like, obviously we've been like all of us have been in a group together, at least noticing like. So, you know, maybe coming in separate groups is a thing, but me working somewhere definitely would kind of be a little sus.
I'll tell you one thing. My presence has often not been questioned unless I gave myself away, so to speak.
Yeah.
I'm a
don't-
local
Yeah.
and I've been here for years. Now they understand that I'm a Katsune, and I'm always ready for monetary compensation. What the fuck?
You looking at my stuff, Joey?
And then at least then perhaps somebody could work the detail and Finn could find another way in.
I've been touching every tree I see, just so you know.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Stop touching
You
them
see
like
all the
that.
big trees on the map,
Yep,
so it's visible. It's not many.
No. The issue with me being security as well, Somebody, is that I've never picked up one of those details. The only person I've worked security for is Jack.
That's
So
the
it
question.
it would-
Is Jack going to be at these parties?
Who's Jack?
The
The
person
person
whose
whose
house
house
we
we're
are
in.
in.
Oh.
The owner of this house. It's actually not me.
He is Finn's employer and
Yeah,
bookie
Friend.
and
Boss,
friend.
owner.
Non-gambler. No bite. No.
You guys remember Jack exists. Nice.
Yeah, is he going to be at the party? That seems like an obvious way for Fen to get in.
Around this point, the front door opens up, and Jack looks at you all. Why is there blood in the garden?
Sorry, I was eating.
Yeah.
He walks over, sits down on the couch, and looks at Vance.
Hi. You must be Jack.
I am, and you must be our guest. Who are
My
you?
name is Vance. Vance von Essen.
Ple-
It's a pleasure to meet you.
pleasure to meet you.
Yes.
Have any plans,
And
Jack?
This is what Jack looks like.
Where have you been, Jack?
Just off doing other things.
Well, you should know that pretty much the entire group is being watched by the Muta.
Yes, I've heard about
So-
this.
Just so you are aware, for your personal safety.
Right. Guess I'm not going to any parties soon.
About that.
Well, he just answered that question.
Funny you should mention.
He just answered that question.
How do you feel about going to an orgy?
Not just for pleasure, but for work as well.
Well, no, he wouldn't be working.
Not usually my style.
He wouldn't be working.
Just
But I'm sure there's some bets that could be made.
certainly.
Distances, numbers, accomplishments, first to finish, last to finish. I'm sure there's some gambling to be had there.
Certainly. And do you think that you could work that angle and bring Finn as your protection?
Fen, you want to go to the orgy?
Not particularly.
Then
I
no.
do.
No, he'll still go. He just doesn't. You know.
Well, if my good friend Ash wants to go, I suppose
get
I
Ash
can.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can go. Yeah, I
To-
suppose I could gamble. It's not really my taste or style, but
Chance to make some
I'll
money.
find a way. Oh yeah, they have deep pockets too, and usually they're over ambitious.
You could say that about the orgy itself. Now,
To cut a long story short, whilst keeping you at the level of blissful ignorance, we have work that needs to be done in the Velvet Estate. Could get slightly messy, might cause some chaos, but
might need
We
a
need an
quick
in.
exit for yourself, just so you are aware.
I think I'll be fine.
good. That seems like
Sounds like fun.
I very
So we-
much hope so.
I'll
So we have that. We still have the issue of Zyron. So the first to get into the room.
Oh, I want plausible deniability, and he walks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So what are we
So-
gonna do?
Sorry,
Just
go
camp
ahead.
out in his room till he shows up?
It will work like this. I sit at his desk in his office, sitting like this until I hear the door open. Every time I hear the door open, I will go, Mr. Zyron, we have been expecting you.
Do you
You
want
killed
me?
my father. Prepare to die.
Do you want me to be a cat and I just like sit in your lap? I feel like having an animal makes you
This is
look more, you know.
perfect.
The
Yes.
whiter and fluffier, the better. Hello, Mr. Zyron. And then we spring ambush.
Fen, you've never seen a fluffy cat before. They're always just
Yeah,
naked,
yeah.
Oh,
like,
yes.
no fur.
Even better.
Furless,
You can leave
furless.
butt prints on his desk.
Of course, he has a glass desk.
So I like the idea of whoever can bring him to his office or to his room, we do that. And then we could keep in contact while that happens so that we all are ready. That way it gives us flexibility because I do not know his preferences.
Based
mean,
upon
they're
what
his
little
party.
else I've remembered about these parties, I'm not going to know it either. So,
one more insight check, Vance. $14. Yeah, you don't know that much about the host. He never really, as far as you've told, has been open about it. I mean, if you're open enough to host an orgy, you're open enough to talk about your sexuality, usually, but just not something brought up.
But we do.
And also, at an orgy, nobody is straight.
Everyone
everybody's
is like
fluid.
pasta. You are straight until you
Yeah.
are wet.
Yeah, exactly.
Man. So
What's pasta?
So yes, so we all try our hand, perhaps. And there is one thing that you know about someone who would host an orgy: they at least are voyeuristic. There's got to be that.
Are they gonna make anyone wear like masks so it's like everybody goes in there kind of
Incognito.
different. Yeah, you can't like so when you leave, you can't like, see them on the street and judge them kind of thing. I don't know. They seem to me
Vance, you guys need more information on the orgy to answer any of these questions. You don't, yeah.
Who is someone that we could find that out from?
I'd say go find out today.
This seems like the thing to
So
do is we go and do a bit of reconnaissance work, ask around, drum up some excitement for people that may be going to the party and say, oh, it's my first time going, I'm from out of town. What is the protocol?
I like this.
I
And
can do the recon inside the actual area.
BYOG, bring your own gag.
you should never share gags.
No, that is unsanitary. Now, Vance, you and I could perhaps establish some sort of connection. We could go to several bars or something like this and be seen together.
Make it look like the Katarine is using Vance to gain access, which makes Vance seem less like a suspect as well.
Vance, how are you at pretending to be submissive?
Oh my god.
Oh, I mean,
I don't know if it would be pretending, but perhaps
I've played the role.
He's lying. He
I'm
knows
not.
what he's
I'm perfectly acceptable to
perfect.
play
We
either
would-
direction.
We would take that route, and
What you call a
So-
switch.
He is a switch.
He's a fucking switch.
Catherine is not.
Carl's leaving now.
So here's the thing, and just
getting
gonna
coffee.
attest to this. I spent 3 hours last night having to listen to Jess and Biscuit have a conversation about their relationship and sexualities.
Yes, he's already been through it.
And now I gotta deal with this in my D&D game. I haven't made a single one of these jokes on accident, and you know it's always a fucking accident when I do it.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, it is easy enough to say that Vance has fallen under Catherine's influence and spell, and it fits for perhaps the characterization of me, and it keeps Vance looking uninvolved.
Yeah, sounds like a good plan. I'm gonna need to go buy leather chaps and a whip.
Do I already have a
sure.
whip? I do not think I already have one, so yes.
I'll help you out.
Why don't?
All right. So if I understand this, you need to buy chaps, you need to buy a whip, you need to buy a box worth 1,000 GP, You need to investigate on how to get into the back door, and you have to find an invite into the
It's all about
party.
preparation
There's-
to get in the back door.
Yes.
I assume Ash would be good for investigating about the orgy.
Why?
I assume the prostitutes in the area would know about it, and
This is all high
oh,
society,
okay, okay,
buddy.
fine.
They're no.
It's high societal orgy.
You're
So-
saying someone very charismatic is required.
Yes.
Do some persuasion around town to get some information, see what I can find.
And you
Get
could
ready.
say this for me.
Exactly. I am doing some information gathering for my employer. This could work. I'll do that while you are going to collect the box. Let me know how much gold you need.
There's 1,000, and at any point, also, if we are capable of picking up something that belongs to any of the invitees, that is also helpful because it is required to have something that belongs to them.
Okay. How much gold do you have?
20.
You have 20. Did we not just get paid? Oh no,
She
you
spent
didn't
all
get
on
paid.
spells.
I got paid by this spell.
You did not get paid, of course. Okay. I have 900.
I can throw in a few hundred.
Well, okay, so I'll put in 800, you put in 200. That way
Okay.
I'm not completely out of money. There we go, that's your 1,000 gold sorted.
Perfect.
Is it really going to be investigation, Joey? Or I was trying to set that up as persuasion, so
I'm just writing
Yeah.
it down. I'm trying to take note of everybody, what objective they are
Okay.
taking, so I know where we are heading here.
I'm
gotta
gonna
push
go
that to my strengths.
I'm scoping out.
Yes,
I'm
Sven.
scoping out the estate in an animal form. So
Okay. Psalm D, what are you doing?
I'm trying to get myself in on security detail.
Alrighty. All right, Ash, what about you?
Helping Vance find those items.
Katarine?
Going through town with Vance to establish kind of an alibi / situation for him, and also to gather information on the attendees.
So you're looking for information on attendees, not an invite.
Both.
Okay.
Kind of get a better idea of what to expect when we get there, as well as get an invitation.
And Vance, what are you doing?
I'm just playing Cat's submissive and getting my shopping pieces, carrying her bags. You know,
He is the
What-
lure.
what
And
will
the-
Bartikov do then? He'll feel so if you're carrying her bags, Bart's just gonna be there doing nothing.
Bart's all going off on his own, so
Oh, okay, yeah. So she won't
Yes.
know what to do.
following exactly 2 steps behind all the time, taking the verbal abuse.
Yes, my queen. Yes.
Yes,
The
mistress.
sworn protector, not a valet.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's you, not me.
Katarine's suggestion, I'd probably do something with that staff and not just keep walking around with it.
I know. As good as it is, there has to be someone to store it.
You're the wizard.
Joey,
No,
would it be very easy to disguise as like something else?
The staff is taller than you,
Okay.
Blindingly gold.
And- very vibrant gold, shining. and has statues on either end of serpents with wide wings that are about yay wide each.
I'm leaving my weapons behind because
Disguising it's going to be a struggle.
Okay, can I spend some time? It's probably going to take a little bit. But spend some time thinking about what kind of magic would alter it, like shrink it.
I have a disguise kit.
I'm not sure that's designed for staffs.
I mean, if you can come up with an idea, I'm drawing a blank personally.
Shamanistic. We'll put ribbons and like feathers and kind of paint it up a little bit with some mud and dirt. And
even the only magic I can think of only lasts an hour, and I think it's too big for that to work anyways.
I could put a skull on it, like some things on it. So
Do we
it's
not
like
have
tribalistic.
spell for like pocket in the arm? Is that not a thing? Or is
That's what I
Wrist-
was thinking of. That one lasts an hour.
Wrist pocket? Yeah.
It only lasts an hour.
But somebody would have it.
Do we have? So, back home, we had bags that could carry a good bit. Do we have that here? To magically shrinks the bag, or what is in the bag?
That would be Samdi's area of expertise. Samdi, roll me an Arcana check.
Okay. Kind of. Boop.
8. I mean, you found things out in the wild that are like little pocket dimensions, but you personally don't have one.
You might be.
They're kind of highly sought after.
Yeah. Quite honestly, I don't know if I can find one, but you could ask Mama Lucy.
I will ask Mama Vusi. But for the time being, I am willing to leave it somewhere safe because I understand that it is more attention grabbing than what we need right now. And besides, I have my focus, that is my necklace that I can take in to this event a lot easier.
So where would you like to leave it? Where's a safe spot you would like to leave it?
Clearly, the house is no longer a safe place.
No, it's not.
Franz is a subby boy.
That's what he said he's doing.
It's true.
It is. He's establishing the story. Fucking hell! I do not know. I do not trust Yasme with it.
Just give it to me when I change shape.
You are brilliant. Yes, we will do that.
There we go. Solutions to problems.
And then
Alright.
I attune to it.
You have to have an intelligence score that is high enough.
Is that true? Oh no, damn it. Even though I'm I'm in the snake squad, the scaly squad.
Sorry, the staff isn't meant for people who aren't smart.
That's fine, I don't need to be smart, just need to be strong.
Yeah, yep. That's why you need to amass an army. Anyways, so you hand your rod over to Fen for him to wild shape with, and everybody starts heading out into the open world. We'll start with Fen first, since what you're doing, aside from Samdi, is the only solo task happening. Fen, what do you turn into?
Go seagulls land. So I'll turn into a seagull.
Okay.
I've eaten a few.
Yes, you
and
have.
I can turn into flying things now, so. And I
Now
don't
you
think
can,
giant
yes.
vultures would make sense to land and perch somewhere, so yes, I will.
Not unless there's something dead
Yeah.
there.
So yeah,
So.
I turn in my seagull form.
All right. You take off looking beautiful and vibrant as you fly over the territory. Roll me a perception check to see if you realize where the Velvet Estate is from this heightened vantage
Hang on.
point.
Let me just.
You're not used to seeing everything from the
What
bird's
is
eye view.
seagull? Do seagulls? Do they even have a stat line?
Go with pigeon.
Pigeon. Okay.
No.
Let me see if a pigeon is on
I was
there.
gonna say, does pigeon have a stat line?
No, pigeon does.
All right,
hawk?
go with rat.
Rat.
Because there
And
are
just add
rats
flying.
with wings.
Okay. Well, would they
Rats.
have perception checks on seeing?
Sure, they're flying
Okay,
creatures.
all
Why
right,
not?
I'm just wondering. So advantage on that. Okay,
Especially if it is placed with food.
that is true. Mine.
Mine.
26.
26. Seagulls have never seen so well. As you are soaring across the beautiful open
They are called
territory
seagulls.
for the first time in your entire life, Ben. This is your first time, right?
Flying, yeah.
Yeah. It is beautiful up here. Looking down on all of the people who look so insignificant, so small from this heightened vantage point. The open terrain is just striking and gorgeous. You really get to take it in and
I
appreciate
could just leave.
Good. There's nothing stopping you.
Nah, I gotta help out my scaly bro.
So you descend down towards the Velvet Estate, finding 3 distinct buildings. On the west side of the estate.
The takeoff was a little difficult for me, so I'm sure the landing will be fun since it's my first time flying.
There, you don't realize there's a window. Just
So clean.
Does he leave a dust imprint?
the west building currently has several individuals setting up different tables in the open canopy of the wide estate, beds and cots and other pillows and soft things for people to lie upon. It's all being set up right now.
Okay.
You fly down there and look around. There's a nice waterfall here that seems to lead out all throughout the estate itself, streaming everywhere through all of the buildings. But this appears just to be a wide open section of the estate. You then pivot and fly over to this one, which is a 3-tier building. The lowest tier has servants cooking, making food, preparing a lot in there. The second tier has individuals who are currently cleaning, currently gathering materials for something within the estate itself. And then the third tier is where you see 2 individuals sitting across from one another at a table. One is a half a Bakwan, half orc woman sitting there. The other one is a little bit of a shaggy Abakwan man. And they just seem to be conversing. And as you fly through here, the man looks over at you and smiles.
Fine.
And he'll speak back to you in bee speech. Mine. Peels off a little piece of bread and offers it
I'll
to you.
land. Snatch. Mine.
And he'll just pat your head. Yes, of course. As you can see, everything is going quite well here. I just was looking for a little extra security while we're at it. Yes, extra security. I think we could manage that, no problem.
I'm trying to.
How many
I'm trying to
people are you looking
steal.
for?
I'm trying to steal the sandwich as they're speaking.
All right, sleight of hand
I'm
check.
trying to be a seagull. So.
Yes,
Yes.
Which is aligned with your personality to be as irritating as possible.
yes.
Stealing the sandwich is also what I would do normally, but
Mhm.
it's fine.
Yeah.
Sleight of hand.
Mine.
I'm not
Yes.
proficient in it, so I don't get any bonus. So it's a straight roll.
For a rat.
Yes, there's no additional. 5.
No.
He watches as you are doing that and just pushes the plate closer towards you to take some.
Oh, he's so nice.
Yeah. And just keeps patting your head. I was thinking maybe 16 extra people. You're going to be here, of course, right? Yes, of course. You know, I hate these filthy events. Right, but how else are we supposed to converse openly and publicly? What needs to happen? I think 16 people will be manageable. We'll get you everybody you need, all right? Of course. Thank you. Lakudra, always a pleasure. And they both stand up, and he kisses her on the cheeks, and she just, like, starts walking away.
Will you?
Make sure you don't have these things shitting all over your tables, all right, Zyrans? Yes, of course. Then he looks back and just talks to you. Oh, everybody's always in such a hurry, aren't they? Just keeps patting your head as a little seagull.
It feels pretty good, so I'll, you know.
Yeah. He's quite good at handling animals.
I don't so much hate this guy anymore.
But
That's how it gets you.
not to worry, all of that'll change, of course. For the better, little friend. For the better.
Question.
And he'll
Question.
stand up.
Mine.
Goes over towards the window. Do you mind telling somebody a message for me? Goes over to you.
Mine.
Pats your
He's
head.
about to cast animal messenger.
Cast animal messenger.
I'm going on a trip.
Actually, I have to look at the mechanics of this spell. Choose a tiny beast you can see within range, such as a scorpion. And
He's a
you mention
druid.
General description. It works because you are the
yeah,
beast.
it does. I have to go. I must.
And he'll very nicely scoop you up by
Oh,
your
he doesn't
body.
do my method. Gotcha.
No, he doesn't. He's very nice with animals.
Oh my god. Incredible.
You need to go. Yes?
No, I'm just reeling in the fact that this is what this campaign's evolving into.
You need to go over to Glory's Haven. The very large building over towards the south.
Looks to the south.
Yes, of course. You know where it is, yes. Go there, and you are going to be looking for an individual there who is a bit paler than me. Sharper ears, of course. All white, adorned on them, and smells a little bit of cinnamon, usually. Find this individual and let him know we have the backing of Katira. They will be here to monitor the event. Everything should be swell. Thank you. Then he tosses you into the air, and you are compelled to do this for him. Oh, shit. Good timing, though, showing up with... You fly over the area and beeline it directly over to Silk.
Oh my god.
You know, to this guy, this seems like an entirely like perfect little twist of fate. Like, I was just about to send a message and a seagull shows up. How nice.
He's probably used to animals showing up to him randomly. Like,
Yeah. He would never suspect you because you're just this another seagull. You land on a windowsill inside of Glory's Haven, this large marble stone building that has lasted throughout the ages, as old as Blackspire itself. And you begin speaking.
hang on, I just want to see do I say exactly what he says, or do I get to talk on my own?
You say exactly what he says as he
Okay.
said it. It's his voice comes out of
Okay,
you,
all right, cool. Yeah.
which feels very weird. It's like the vibrations in your throat just like, that's odd. And Silk receives the message.
It's the bad touch.
Yes, replicating the sound of your voice. Yep.
Yep. Just goes back to working.
Oh, I could have added something onto that. But I don't have the actor feat. Yep, never mind. He would notice my change up. Yeah.
And Silk just receives the message and keeps going about their business.
I'm on the windowsill, right? Did you leave the window open?
Well, you flew through the open window onto like his
Does he have any
desk.
food there?
He
I'm gonna
does.
go for the food like a normal seagull would, but I'm also gonna check out the room
Sleight of hand check.
for the food. Gotcha.
That worked out so
Yes.
well last time.
Hey,
Seagulls are not graceful.
it can only get a little worse. And it did a little better.
Oh, that was so close. What's that come out
8.
to? As you are like inching
Like
closer
hopping.
towards
I'm
his
hopping like a bird.
he has a lettuce sandwich with tomatoes and onions. But to a seagull.
Okay, fine.
It's the bread.
Oh wait,
I'm
you're
still
still Fen
me.
though. No bread. It is a lettuce sandwich
I hop away.
with tomatoes and onions. He twists over a letter opener as you are moving towards
Uh-oh.
him.
Mine?
Go on. Get yourself killed and turn up as a cute as
Oh my god! Surprise!
Stab!
Surprise!
Surprise, motherfucker.
Drew is the best infiltrator. Do you keep going for it as he's holding the letter opener?
Now you gotta juggle. Now you gotta juggle being a fucking seagull and having the sensibilities of a human. Sorry, sensibilities of a fan.
going for
Over
it? Are you
10,
still going
over
for
10
it?
I go for it. Under, I don't.
Do it.
Oh,
This will be the
Oh,
time.
looks
shit.
like I'm going for it.
All right,
It's a scimitar.
dirty
That
20.
hits.
No, it's just a dagger, but I don't have a dagger for him. He has scimitar on his sheet.
Jesus Christ.
How many hit points do you have?
One.
Okay. Then he stabs into the bird very quickly on the back, and you immediately pop out of it. You take 2 points of piercing damage, Fen.
Oh, 2 points. No,
Why?
this was going
Why?
so well.
That's it. Campaign over. Party dead.
I don't have a map for this. So we're gonna roll initiative here.
I
Okay.
don't think Joey had a plan for this.
No.
I don't think Finn had a plan for it either.
Oh. Let me get his token.
Why?
We might have to do a 2-for-1 assassination.
Then, can you 1v1 an Archdruid?
This isn't an Archdruid.
This one's not the Archdruid.
Oh.
So long as it's only a fighter, he has a chance.
I'm gonna get a drink. Because I feel like I'm gonna need it.
Well,
I'm giving you a surprise round.
oh, okay, cool.
I'm getting popcorn.
Because that's not.
Just say, hey, I just wanted the sandwich, man. Let's fly away as a seagull.
The sandwich is what got me
Very
into this in the
confused.
first place.
The first round of combat, he's confused and shocked as you appear sitting on his desk, leaning over his lettuce sandwich. Your turn, Fen.
You have to go for the sandwich, man.
Free action with an item. I'm grabbing sandwich. Oh god, I can turn into a few things. I immediately turn into a giant I disengage action out the window. Bonus action, turn into giant vulture and fly.
Holding the
I
sandwich.
fly up and over the ceiling, or like over the trying to go above, so he can't make visual contact with me, because giant vultures
All right.
have
I'm
This is
sorry.
incredible.
Like 60 feet of
60
movement,
feet of
right?
movement.
60 feet of
Yes.
movement. All right, he will lean out the window and, well, not be able to see you on his turn. However, that does not stop guiding bolt.
Yeah.
Fair.
He has a +9.
Well, I can tell you my AC is
Not 18.
10.
Okay. Let me roll the damage real quick.
Full
Oh,
damage
wait.
is going to be a bitch, isn't it?
11 points of force
Radiant.
damage. Radiant damage. As it strikes against you, your vulture form is
Yep.
still up. Okay. And that's his go. Your go now.
I dash to 120 feet, and I'm going to just down into the city streets and disappear.
I'm going to need a drink after this.
And at that point, he cannot hit you with Guiding Bolt any further or catch up to you because goddamn gravity.
So he's a cleric.
And the party will never know about this.
X3,
Like we
XP.
should.
Fucking.
I'm assuming at some point it's gonna come out, like when he
Give it
sees
time.
you for the next time.
You bastard! You stole my
You
sandwich.
shitty idiot and stole my sandwich.
So, anyways, Fen, you successfully flee from the scene of your crime, stealing from one of the most influential people in all of Casino.
And a sandwich you won't even eat.
Yeah, I immediately just throw it on the ground when I leave. It was all about
Yeah.
stating my dominance.
More importantly, is Silk
I-
going to be at this party?
Who knows?
Fucking hope not.
I just won't turn into a seagull.
I think we need to go on break, guys. I need to figure out what the fuck's happening.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody out there in YouTube and D&D land. I hope you're having a fantastic Saturday. Before we jump back in the action, don't forget, like, comment, subscribe. All those things help us out tremendously. If you're interested in supporting us a little further, consider becoming a member here on our channel or joining our Patreon. We do have open slots available starting next week in our Friday campaign, and we currently have open slots available in our Tuesday campaign. So if you want to join in on any of that action or fun, be sure to reach out and let me know. Oh boy. Where last we left off, the party had thought over the course of an hour, maybe two, about how they are going to execute this plan. They have to eliminate Silk and eliminate Zyrans from Casino. Two of the tribe leaders here that have been working in secrecy in trying to reestablish Abaquan superiority here inside of the territory, or maybe some other nefarious deals that you're not fully aware of yet. The party had devised their perfect plan of what they're going to do. Bart is going to investigate to find an invitation into the Velvet Estate. Ben wanted to investigate the Velvet Estate itself. Samdi is inquiring about joining security detail. Ash is helping Vance shop. Katarine wants to make a scene being associated with Vance so that it's not drawing too much attention that she's finding a way into the Velvet Estate. And Vance is going to be a good old subby boy going along with everything and making sure that, yes, this is totally what's happening, everybody. As, well, the impromptu face of the party, actually. So it just kind of happened. Fen was the first one we started with, traveling out to the Velvet Estate in order to look it around. You started getting some key details about the west building, the water that goes throughout the estate itself on the entire grounds of it, and the southeast building where the cooking staff works. A bunch of other things are happening, where he oversaw a conversation between a half-orc Abaquan woman and a shaggy Abaquan man. Landing on the table as a seagull, acting very nonchalant. The man was very accommodating, very nice to him, very welcoming of him, petting him, giving him food, just making sure that the seagull is cared for and treated right. After the orcish woman left, the man had cast Animal Messenger on Fen, and in his beast form was subjected to the spell. You took a message, flew across Glory's Haven to deliver it over to Silk. After delivering the message, Silk received it, went back to working on what he was working on, and you attempted to steal his lettuce sandwich. By lettuce sandwich, I mean it is lettuce for bread with other vegetables in between. Upon you trying to steal it from his plate, he switched around warningly with a letter opener, and you pressed just a little bit further. Upon him striking to attack you, you bamfed back into your full Fenrith form and had one surprise round of him being completely taken back by what the fuck was happening, and you decided to fly out the window, thinking you were safe, gaining a higher elevation and going above the building. Unbeknownst to you, he has magics that does not rely on sight, just knowledge of your proximity, and threw that to attack you from outside the window. It collided with your body, and luckily you stayed afloat in your form.
I just realized something. Finn, what were you carrying?
Oh yeah.
You didn't have to say.
Thank
you didn't
you
have
for
to
reminding
say
me.
a goddamn thing.
I'm sorry.
It's
And
still
then
with me.
you
It's still
took
with
off.
me. I mean,
Yes.
Yeah, it was on you.
I mean, but it's still with me. Like it's like.
Yeah. No, you
Yeah.
still have it, but then he saw you with it,
Yeah.
and he's fairly observant.
So he thinks
individual.
I have it though. He thinks I'm the user of it, probably.
I need to figure out what he's still. So
There's a lot to
you've
process.
soared through the city streets as this massive vulture in order to gain cover from the murderous Silk, the vegan executioner, if you will.
I've probably smacked into people's back of their heads and stuff as I'm just like, just taking off,
Nope. Getting out of here.
staying low.
And now we're going to go over to Samdi. Samdi, are you here?
I'm here.
You want to inquire about security detail. Now, there's usually two different ways you can go about doing this. Way number one is to go over to the Katsune base and see if there's any listings for this job. And if you want the listing, you just pick it up and it's yours, so long as you take the piece of paper first. First come, first serve with all of them. The other way, for people who are a bit more charismatic, they can usually go to the Kitira directly and request a position there for pay. Usually you get paid a little bit less since it's not on a direct commission and you're asking for the work itself. But so long as you have a good rapport or skill sets that they're seeking, usually you can get it. So which way would you like to go? Are you heading over to the Ivory Watch or to the Crescent Estates? Or sorry, Glory's Post.
I'm going to personally acquire for the job.
Alrighty. Let's change the atmosphere a little bit for us all real quick. Give yourself Samdi strutting through the city with your natural waddly swagger.
Oddly swagger.
You see number of different food carts always selling delicious things as you pass by and wander your way over the Lumi Bridge past the Velvet Estate, where you see Lakudra, the half-orc leader of the Almaj, leaving the Velvet Estate. Not the Almaj. Sorry, Lakudra is Katiri Mills' leader.
Alright, so what's the, would I know the, proper curtsy?
Oh, direct name.
So,
They prefer leader Lakudra.
and as she's walking by, I'll just say, Leader Lakudra, good day to you.
She'll nod at you. Sunday.
Very close, Leader Lakudra. It's Samdi.
Samdi. Yes, of course. You are Kasun, right?
Born and raised, yes.
Good. Come here.
Oh, right away.
You walk over to her. She forcibly spins you around, pushes your back forward, pulls out a piece of parchment, and starts writing on it using your rough, scaly back as a writing board for it.
Alright,
Da-da.
doing my best to hide my
She-
indignity.
Yep. She rolls it up and hands it to you. Deliver this over to the rest of Kasun.
Will do as soon as I can.
Good. Good day to you. Samdi. And she starts walking away.
There's a low rumble coming from Samdi. Just he looks into it's not Glory Post. There's another Glory.
Velvet Estate, Glory's Haven, Glory's Post, Crescent Estate.
Where I am.
You're right outside the Velvet Estate. Right here.
Thanks.
Actually, if it makes it easier, we have a marker, guys. Look at that.
Or I could do something even bigger brained.
Yeah, sure.
We're on big brain time for this campaign.
Sure.
All right, as I'm there, I'm going to hop my head in.
To the Velvet
Yep.
Estate? Okay. As you are walking out, you see the standing appointed Katiri guards out front, who both stop you. Do you have business here?
Why, yes. I'm here to acquire about jobs. Since there is going to be a party and any occasion is a good opportunity to find some work, correct?
You're looking to be one of the guards and escorts for it.
Why, yes.
The one Kateri looks at the other one, who just shrugs, and the guy puts his spear up and walks over to you. Immediately throws his arm over your shoulder. All right, man. Usually we don't just allow people to come up to the estate and apply for it, you know. But by the looks of... Points back at Lakudra. We're going to need a little bit more hands on deck. So, what's your area of expertise? He eyes you up. I'm assuming you're non-combatant.
Oh, I can be. I eat people. No.
Bitch, I eat people.
King shark is shark. No. He'll say, "Why, I'm not combatant in the physical aspect, but I am magically adept, and I have a lot of restraining abilities."
Oh. So more of a personal guard, then?
Personal guard, I can fill any position. Well,
All right.
you know, there's always an opportunity for my skill set.
Yeah, just not as the protector. Well, there's a handful of different attendees of this event. Do you have any people of note that can vouch for you? These private events are usually private.
I am acquainted with a Mr. Vance, an out-of-towner.
Oh yeah, if you can gain some favor from him, note from him, I'll put your name down on the roster for personal guard of Vance. Do you have a last name?
Out of character. Out of character, he does
I
not.
don't know if you know his
He
name.
introduced
No?
himself to Jack with full name.
He did, yes. Which was Vance Von Essen.
Oh yeah, I'm
they're
sorry.
ask-
I thought you were asking about. I'm sorry, I missed that you were asking about my last name.
Yeah, I
Yes.
thought he was talking to my last name. I was like, what the fuck?
That's what I thought. That's
No,
why I
he-
was confused.
He needs the last name of the noble. Sorry
Yes.
about that.
Sorry, I every time I hear your name, I just think Evanescence. It's in the background. Wake me up. No, Vance Von Essen.
Vance Von Essence, all right. I'll put you down, Samdi, right?
Samdi. Pure and simple.
Yeah, easy enough. All right, cool. I'll put you down on one of his personal guard details. We just need verbal confirmation from him when he delivers his invite.
Goody. Now I gotta
Yep.
make my way back to Glory's Post. I have a letter from leader Le Cadre, so best not keep y'all waiting.
Alrighty. Yep, you have a good day, man.
You too.
Take care. Hey,
Mm.
bring a set of dice.
Always got
When
mine.
we go on break, we got a big game.
I hold up my spell focus dice.
Yeah.
You have dice
Are
as your
those also
spell
your
focus?
loaded dice? Yeah. He's been rolling this whole time.
That's amazing.
Yeah. You know those like dice towers that people have? I'm just imagining I put them in my nostrils, they come back out of my fucking mouth.
Jesus.
No, that's like because I said like I put them in my mouth so I could sneak them in.
I thought you
I'm
had,
just imagining this is how I roll.
I thought you had Dice Tower as a necklace or something.
No,
That would be fucking cool. Just drop it in there.
no. They are not loaded
So you-
dice. I cheat other ways.
Alrighty. So, you're heading back over towards Glory's Post. Now, I will let you know, Lakudra did not seal the letter. She just wrote it and handed it to you wrapped up.
While I'm like cutting my way through Gambler's Den,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna read it in one of the back alleys. Just look at it.
Okay. You unravel it, and despite how direct and brutish she acts, her handwriting is impeccable, clearly formally trained. And it is expressing that the Katira has been requested to bring an additional 16 guards to the event at the Velvet Estate tonight. She is formally requesting that the Katsune provide at least 5 personal details to be available in case of any incident at the estate for any of the nobles as individuals. Pretty much rent private security. That's what Katsune is wanted for.
So, flash forward on Glorious Post.
Whoop! You're standing there. And you're already getting mean mugged by a couple of individuals that you recognize.
Oh god, it's fucking, what's her name? Grog?
Ransack and Scrag.
Grag, that's the name.
And you see further past her, or further past them, is Tilt, currently sitting on top of a barrel, who just waves at you.
Hill, my friend, come over here.
She leaps down and waddles on over to you. You see that she has a massive scar going all the way up the side of her scaly face. That's brand new. Hi.
Oh
Sophie.
my, what happened to you?
Oh, just a little incident. They had us go down to the Purple Sands, and there's a couple of the people out there that are getting a little, out of hand.
Ooh.
I tried to peacefully apprehend them, so they cut me a little. That's all.
You know,
I'll be fine.
whatever happens, I always know you stay the same. Now, I don't want any more mean looks from your compatriots, so I'm here with the rest of the money. We've settled this deal.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, that's really nice of you. Thank you. Really appreciate it. And she'll take the rest of it. How much was the remainder?
It was, we got paid how much again? Was it 30,000 copper?
Well, the original one. The job from Yasme, she did not pay you copper. She paid you in gold.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about because this is the original deal. I got what she was going to be paid.
Oh, yeah. It was 30,000 copper, which is 300 gold.
And I paid her half.
And you paid half. 150.
Yeah, so I'll give her 150.
Oh, wow. Not in copper either. Thank you. What do you got there? Looks at the note in your hand.
Oh, this is something for tattoo soon.
Is it a job?
Well, I wouldn't know. I'm not one to look at things not mine.
Scrag comes over to you, oppose athletics as they're trying to rip it from your hands.
Can I
Oh, Jesus Christ.
can I interject with a charm person instead?
Charm person's not a reaction.
Yeah. Fuck.
You can charm them after they take it from your hands.
Can I reaction shield away from her?
I'll allow shield to give you a +5 on your athletics.
I'll use my daily advantage.
All right.
Oh
Jesus
shit.
Christ.
Okay.
25, you beat her.
I'll look.
Reaches over and tries yanking it from you. You just arcane deflection and hold it in your hand. Hey, if it's a job, we want first dibs. Scrag, be nice. He just paid us back for everything. Everything's fine.
Look, Scrag, I'm very sorry. It was a poor choice on my part the last time I messed with any of your business. I'm just here. I saw you. I decided to right my wrongs. And quite honestly, you'll probably get first dibs. They like you enough. I'm on the lower end of that, I know that now.
Tilt, I'm bored. We haven't had a job all day. Yeah, I get it. That's fine.
Well-
But, hey, Samdi, we can deliver the letter. It's okay. Just go ahead. You can deliver it. It's fine.
You know what? Fortune smiles today. I'm pretty sure this will be a job. There's a party going on down in Velvet Estate.
Oh.
We might get
Oh,
some
I-
private
I was-
bodyguarding jobs, you know? Good.
Oh, that sounds good. Yeah. Scrag smiles. Yeah, we know what happens there. What happens there?
Brag don't.
And Scrag goes back to sparring with Ransack.
Greg is the bugbear lady, isn't it?
Yeah.
The one that
she's
you're
gonna
trying
be
to
there.
romance.
Yes.
You know what? Best wishes. Till I'll be.
Buttercup is going rogue.
James Bond moment. Hello.
Buttercup just
Why, yes,
decides to ignore the plan entirely. No, I'm gonna quickly pop into Tattoo Soon's little office.
You pop into sure, let's call it an office. It's more of a hall that he usually hangs out in, and you see that he's currently giving a lecture to a group of younger Abakwins and various people who are looking to join the Catsuit. He's going over, the responsibilities, the duties, and then he looks over at you. Yes, and of course, as we all know, there's always the need for the slippery types with the silver tongues. Of course, we don't give them positions on any of our teams, but it's something we always need.
You do me a lack of credit. But either way, I'm proving myself useful today. And I hold
his hand
I
out.
hold it out to him.
Snatches it from you, unravels it. Make yourself useful and recruit for me, and tosses it back at you.
Bye. And I'll look at the younger ones.
There's a few of the ones that you can tell they're learning to be bullies from him, and then there's a few of them are like, wow, that guy's a fucking dick.
I'll like peer into the mind of the future assholes. And
He just, yeah, that's right. Huh, stupid mages. Bet he can't even swing a sword.
and I'll fucking psychically cast. Oh god, actually, how? Oh god, You know,
They don't look very sturdy.
yeah, I
I'll
was
give
gonna
you
say
that.
I was gonna say something, but then I was like, wait a minute.
I would estimate, you would compare them to generic guards.
Level 3,
No, generic town guards.
level 1.
NPC CR 1/4.
All right, I'll just, well, in his mind, I'll say, I can do a lot better than that.
Child looks over at you, wide-eyed and terrified as you're walking out. I really thought that was going to be a youngling situation. All right.
Like Carl does not want a youngling situation. Sam D,
The
maybe.
younglings.
Sam D, maybe.
That was the best part of the entire movie. But anyways,
I like the fight.
What, the not actually trying to hit each other but looking flashy for the camera fight?
welcome to light shows. Anyways, you walk back out, and you have been tasked with finding a group of 5 private security people.
I never said I couldn't pick myself for one of those.
No, he didn't.
I'm gonna shout over, Tilt,
Waves at you.
we got a job for you. And
Fuck yeah! And Scrags goes running over there, and Ransack just like walks over there, and Tilt hops over. Hi.
told you.
So it is a job? Oh, cool.
And I hold it
May
up.
I?
And like I unravel it.
Cool.
About 5 people
That's,
need it.
1, 2, 3. Do you want to join our team?
Honestly, temporarily because I don't think I'm welcome. No offense, I don't sense the greatest amount of like for my actions so far.
Hey, if you start pulling your weight, I think there ain't no problem with you, Somdi.
That's the nicest thing I've heard you say.
I says you've been useless up until now.
Exactly, you've been far worse to me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think you would be a great addition to the team. You have a lot of, I assume skills? I don't know what you do.
Oh, I pressed digitation some sparkles.
Oh, that's pretty.
That,
Cool. Yeah, it's fine. We'll keep you safe. It'll be your first job, right? No problem. Well, second, technically.
Yes, third actually, but
I dare you to pin it on tilt. I dare you. Find a way. Find it in your heart.
Oh, I don't care that much. I might.
Alright, cool. So we got 4. We just need a 5th one. Do you have anybody in mind?
I look around to find the most incompetent one I could find that's still technically like an official member.
Then pops into his brain for a second.
You're not a member.
Yeah, but you thought of
Yeah,
it.
you're
But
not
you thought of
Katsune.
incompetent. That's all.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Association. That's, yeah, you know. Word association. It always happens.
How much time do we have left in our game?
Session
Yeah.
today? Like an hour? Maybe more?
Oh, okay. Just, wondering. Time stuff,
Yeah. We have like an hour more. Roll me an insight check.
Insight. Sorry, I have to type something. Bada bing! Oh, look, that is actually a bada boom.
23. There is a member currently here.
We shall call him Joe.
They go by Volley. It's a nickname. They think they are the greatest gift to the entire world. And the reason they're not a gladiator is because they can't find a proper sponsor, not because they're actually bad at what they do. Volley has a set of large scimitars with circular holsters at the ends of them that they spin and throw at people all of the time. They're not very efficient, they're not very effective, and they think they are the greatest thing in the world, and they love looking at their very pretty face.
Oh god, it is a Draven. Does he have the mustache?
He does have a very long mustache.
Oh god.
And he's pretty jacked, but it's all like cosmetic muscle.
The audience loves me.
I'm gonna look around. Is there anyone else besides the 4 of us and him?
I mean, there's other people, but not incompetent.
I'm gonna
Tilt's
I'm
watching
gonna
you.
look at Tilt. I'm gonna look at Volley. I'm gonna look at Scry. I'm going to say, how much would you hate me if I picked Volley for this bullshit?
That guy? At least I know I won't be the dead weight.
You got a great point.
I mean, he's he works. I don't see him get a lot of work though. He might need the money.
You know what? It's a good opportunity to spread some employment around, right?
Yeah. It's good to help other people just like us.
Exactly. And I'm gonna walk over like halfway towards Volley.
He'll look over at you and just gives you a sideways cocked smile.
Volley,
Hey there. Hey.
you're looking great today.
Of course, every day.
Yeah. Yeah, so I got this job opportunity It requires one more member, and you know, I've seen you around. You haven't been getting jobs lately, so
I get all the work I'm looking for.
are you looking for any more?
Let me see. And he reaches over for the paper. Ah. I could do this.
All right, you know what you can do.
Little on the easy side for good old Volley.
Hey, no job's easy until it's over.
I know it's gonna be easy. It's always super easy. I'm assuming you're walking away from him.
I've tuned him out, and I'm listening to like people thinking next to me. All right, just sign here, and you're good.
Perfect. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. And I'll turn around and tune out again, and I guess I'm gonna smash cut to somebody else.
Yep. And Volley will just polish his blades so well that he can see his own reflection in them. All right.
Oh my.
Now over to Bartikov, who's going solo. Bart, you're walking around town trying to find an invitation to the event that is going to be happening, well, at least this week. Where do you go to find your invitation?
Let's see. I mean, I know that it's more of a high society type thing, so probably getting my ass out of Gambler's Den. The bazaar seems to be the, like, social melting pot of the city, and also a good place to find information. So I'm gonna start there, try and find some, like, nice looking places, like the kind of place where you'd buy your clothes for such an event as briefly as they would be worn.
A cake shop, yes.
No. Well,
Like
maybe. Actually,
A leather worker.
this is a better idea. I prefer that. Yeah, so we go to the leather worker and
Alrighty.
start inquiring about this. Like, okay, so my employer is potentially attending a party at the Velvet Estate in a couple of days. We are from out of town. This is a new situation for us, and I wanted to inquire as to the etiquette for such a party, what one brings, what is appropriate to wear, who one might expect to see there, and the best sorts of things to bring to grease the social wheels, so to speak.
Roll me a persuasion roll.
No, Jessica, keep this to yourself.
Keep that locked away in your
17.
head where it's supposed to be.
I'm trying.
17. The shopkeep, who is a very plump woman, very, well, fairly well aged. Someone who definitely has passed the quote-unquote prime, but has passed it gracefully.
A well-aged cut
Just-
of meat.
Well, we're not referring to women as cuts of meat, but yes.
Jesus.
I think the better term that if you have to relate it to food is fine wine.
There you go.
I wouldn't go that far. More like a solid Riesling.
I like Riesling.
An aged brandy.
It's a brandy. Just so yes, you say all of that to her, and she smiles. Well, if you're invited to it, there's a little bit of etiquette that goes into it, of course. I am aware of certain things that go on there. Some people commission me. You're going to need something to wear to match the part, of course.
Exactly right.
Your employer May I inquire as to the aesthetic that they prefer? More feminine, more masculine?
Feminine, but with a powerful edge.
Suit pants, I guess.
Exactly. Or a
Well-
utility kilt.
That's fair as well. You would look like you would have a good kilt. Don't get too caught up. I have a reasonable partner back home, but thank you.
Reasonable.
Anyways.
He's okay.
I mean, how long can you be married, honestly? Anyways.
Oh my god.
But you need to dress the part. Considering this is the first event, I recommend that your employer, wears a blue or a pink cowl. Everybody who goes to the events wears one of 3 colors to discern their level of open consent to the event. If you are somebody simply there to observe and enjoy yourself, that is where you would wear the blue one. It tells people they are not allowed to touch you. They are not allowed to engage with you directly other than offering a drink and making a small conversation. If you wear the yellow one, that means you are open to the concept, but they have to be reasonable. And the red one, which the majority of people going will be wearing, they're more open to almost anything.
Interesting to know. I like this system.
Yes. It's very easy.
Helps to overcome language barriers as well, I suppose. Or if your mouth is full.
They will have food there.
That is exactly what I meant, yes.
She gives a very wicked smile. Anyways, that is everything you are looking for. And you said you're going to be the guard there.
I will be keeping a close eye on her to ensure her safety, but I feel as the night goes on, she will find her own way.
That's reasonable. Well, if she needs an escort inside, somebody who knows the ropes a little bit better, there'll be people coming in and out of this shop throughout the day, picking up commissions and works and such.
That is good to know. Thank you very much.
Yes, of course. They always seek to make sure everybody's as comfortable as possible there.
Perfect. That is exactly what I was hoping to hear. For your time and your trouble, might I purchase 2 of your yellow cowls?
Of course. She will grab 2 of them, which are very loose-fitting, very silky ones, and gathers them, hands them over to you. And if you need to exchange one for a different color, come back before the event. Okay?
Absolutely. Many thanks. How much do I owe you?
For a first-timer and a cute young man, it's on the house.
Oh, 1,000 thank yous to you and your family. But will then sort of take up residence in some coffee/hookah den with a clear line of clear line of sight to the shop to find a suitably valid mark, someone who we can try and squeeze our way into an invitation with.
Easily manipulated.
Yeah, someone who looks like they'll be receptive to the conversation of an exceptionally buff out-of-towner in armor.
Yeah, that'll be so hard. Anyways, back to the other 3. Vance, Katarine, and Ash. The least likely of trio, I imagined going off on their own in this party. Honestly.
Yeah, truly.
The 3 of you walk out of Gambler's Den relatively the same time as Samdi and pass him as he's having his conversation with Lakudra. You don't know who the fuck that is. And where would you all like to go to try to find a proper outfit for Vance and for Katarine, as well as find a proper quarter that would bring you in as well?
Vance, do you have a place do you think that people would go to dress themselves well?
Yeah, I mean, I imagine clothing's fairly important to Vance. So he probably has a shop that he's been to before for different styles.
Okay.
When we were looking for chaps and a whip.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean by different styles.
That's one of the shops that he goes to. Just
I mean, sometimes you just need a dress outfit. Sometimes you need a dress outfit.
True.
So, you go over to the Ornament Bazaar and start wandering through looking for the setup shops that are usually, available for you. There is a shop called the Gimp and the Gimbal that is available.
It is.
And as you walk up there, Vance, the individual who works there, a sly-looking kobold female, smiles. Oh, hello, Vance. How are you?
So good. How are you?
Oh, I am having a wonderful day. They leap off of their high chair, waddle up over to you, and grab your hand. Keep in mind, they're 4.5 feet tall, but that's still pretty small.
Yeah. The shop is looking good. I hope business is good.
Oh, business is always booming this time of the week.
Yes, I know. I'm looking for clothes, and I'm looking. I really want to go to the party, and I have not been with anyone close recently. Do you know anyone that's got an open spot?
Oh, we're not supposed to talk about that.
Come on, darling.
Persuasion.
Oh,
I'll give her a kiss in the cheek. Mwah!
Oh. She turns a very flush purple across her scaly skin. All right. You just want into the party? Or are you looking for somebody to grace you with their presence
I
there?
already have a new.
Really? She looks immediately at Ash. Oh, he's handsome.
Thank you.
He's part of the package, but
She walks over to you, and Ash, I assume you're wearing what your image
Yeah.
wears? Pat, 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 pat. Solid. That's like a wall.
That's what they say.
How often do you work out? And she just starts jabbing your ribs.
it is
And then-
one of his companions for the evening.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't even see you there. And goes over and takes your hand. Hello, pleasure.
Pleasure is all mine.
Oh, ooh, firm handshake. I see why he likes you.
takes a firm
Yes.
hand to keep me in line. I'm sorry, mistress. I did not mean to speak out of turn.
You're right.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, you tease.
I'm just gonna quit out of this game right about now.
Carl, we'll miss you. I'm sorry. I didn't sign up for this either. It's just,
I thought this was supposed to be a serious campaign.
that's what they say.
Nah, that is for later, dear. I am Catherine, by the way.
So, Katarine, beautiful name. Oh. Anyways, you're looking for a specific person. Well, someone that would complement your trio, I suppose.
Yes, that would be best.
Right. Oh, I know. She looks over at you, Ash. I mean, you're buff, really buff. But how good are you at wrestling?
Ash snorts. Very good.
Really? There might be somebody that I can set you up with. Of course, he'll have to get to know the three of you. I'll give a good word in for you, though, Vance. Don't worry. And he'll probably be able to bring you in as his plus 1, 2, 3. He's moved up the rankings recently within Casino. Very high, yeah. He made it all the way up to 13.
Very impressive.
Mhm.
Certainly. And
But yes, if you...
his preferences and acclamation for work for all three of us?
He does not participate, usually. He's one of the...
Watches.
He wears the blue.
Catherine doesn't know what that means, but she's going to roll with it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes, I mean, to each their own, right?
Certainly.
No judgment here. Judgment-free zone here. But yes, if you want, I can set you up with a little, Actually, I'll tell him you're going to be his plus 3. Okay?
You
are
would.
too good.
All right. You will probably have to wrestle his newest gladiator. That's okay with you?
Fine with me.
All
Do I
right,
have to
cool.
win?
Good luck winning against him. Woo!
This is
But
all
yes.
perfect.
Of course. No issue at all. Anything for one of my favorite customers.
You're a treasure. You always have been. You've always been so good to me.
Do you need new
I
outfits?
do.
All right, let's get you all set up, and we're not going through
That's
all
fine.
of that. Just montage.
Mm-hmm.
Let's call it at 40 gold. Okay.
And I want red.
And you want red. Okay. All right. All
I
right.
need to make a trip back to the shop for a refund.
Well, I don't have. I could be red as you guys could be yellow. That's perfectly fine.
Be Violet Sky.
Could be blue,
Anywho.
it could be violet sky.
Let's fast forward a little bit of time over to you, Bartikov. Bart, as you are sitting across the way, you see Katarine, Vance, and Ash all walk into your shop picking up their cowls. And Vance, I believe, is fairly observant. Ash is fairly observant.
Catherine is
Yep,
not.
very
Yes.
observant. Yeah. The two of you notice Bart sitting across the street, sipping coffee, watching this shop. And he has with him 2 cowls on the table.
I will point him out to Katrine.
There's a psychic connection. How did things go?
Very good. The party appears to have a traffic light system, depending on your color of cowl. Blue is for those who wish to watch and engage on their own terms slowly. Yellow is come and talk to me, I'm interested. Red is open season. Seems that most of the high flyers will be coming by this shop to pick up their commissioned leathers and apparel. So I have taken up residence over the street to keep an eye out for someone that might be of valuable interest to get us an invite.
We may already have an invite. We're the tailor that Vance sees. She knows of someone who is looking for a few additional people, but will not be a hindrance in that they wear blue.
Did she give us the name of the person?
You didn't inquire unless you
I
wanted
would
to
have
inquire.
inquired just so I know who
Oh,
to meet.
It will be Roland Katira.
I don't suppose there's an easy way to get me involved in that action as well. I'm sure I can talk my way in otherwise, but
Certainly.
I thought you were still just going to go as bodyguard. I don't know
do I
if
not
that
need my
has
own
to change.
invitation?
No, it is 3, including Ash.
Yeah, do I need my own invitation as a bodyguard?
No, you're a personal bodyguard.
Oh,
You're
perfect.
with
Because
me.
Ash is not on as a
Right, yeah,
bodyguard; he's on as a participant.
Entertainment.
Yes.
Ah, I feel that is our situation solved then.
It is, yes.
Do you think I should stay and keep an eye out to see who is going to be there? See if there's anything that might be worth taking note of, or do you want me to come back with the rest of
Absolutely.
you?
Yes, I would say so, because knowing who will be there could be an advantage, and we could perhaps prepare certain,
Escape strategies.
escape strategies. Also, we could use the certain social pressures. There's potential in knowing who else will be there before we get there.
Good. This will work. I think we are getting ourselves into a good situation to actually pull this off.
I agree. And Vance plays his part very well, let us just say. So,
Oh god. Well, be nice to the poor boy.
I have no intention of treating him like I do the usual. You know, I kid, but nah, I think this is going to go well. I'm actually considering that Ash might actually be able to get in very well. I think that considering how impressed the tailor was with him, I think that that everyone is going to actually do well.
Well, remember that getting in is the easy part.
It is.
Getting the information is the hard part, and the downright obscene part is actually doing the wet work.
I would say the
Well.
obscene part is getting way afterwards. That's even worse, probably.
Possibly, yes. Yeah, that could get real bad.
Certainly, but
Conveniently located sewer grate later.
that
Let's
is
hope.
important. Let's hope that Finn has done some good work.
Ooh, that's actually not a bad idea. Fen, while he was out there, probably wouldn't have thought to look for escape routes. We might want to recognize that.
Send him back.
No.
Because I'm sure his scouting efforts went perfectly well.
Yeah,
I'm sure he's a flawless
absolutely.
scout.
No doubt
No
whatsoever in Finn's
No
abilities.
complications of any kind.
Yeah, I mean, Vance has seen nothing but competence out of Fenn so far. So
But it seemed that Samdi was also making contact with someone who looks very important. So I feel that his angle of approach
Well,
is also going well.
he's working on bodyguards. You said they normally take gladiators and adventurers for bodyguard positions?
That was what I understood, yes.
I wonder if our little kobold friend and her party will be there.
That could be another complication. Or are
Could
you
be.
interested in the lady friend who beat your ass?
I think a rematch could be needed. And I'll have you know I was winning.
You appeared to be winning. Completely and entirely. From the outside, of course.
But also, are not those members of society met with significant degrees of mistrust?
The Katsune?
Hmm.
Perhaps, but from my understanding, the Almaj and the other group, they are building a security force, but it is not yet replacing other security.
Well,
So-
but what I mean is, we could have an easy scapegoat in blaming it on a out of control party of adventurers rather than these upstanding members of society that we clearly are.
Certainly, and let's see. isn't some of the members of that particular group, they are wild cards.
Exactly.
So they can be prodded into acting out.
Precisely. We will see what comes of it, but it seems like we have many options available to us.
It does. And I will have everything in my power prepared for a wide range of circumstances. Just... I do not know how ready I am to be a showboat after
Please.
everything.
You have always liked the center of attention.
Yes, but it is... there
You're a
is...
princess through and through. You know this.
I know,
Sorry about that, everybody. I'm back.
but going back into this high society event, there are memories.
Well, I did not know your father's high society balls included orgies and sex tents.
It is all apparent in any sort of, but it is not necessarily just the orgy of it. It is the it is the opulence and the attitude and the societal expectations. It has been a long time since I have engaged in such things, and I do not know how ready I am.
It will be fine, and I will be there the whole day.
Thank you. That is encouraging.
I was thinking, who's sniffing like that? And then I realized it's just fucking Christian whittling at
Sorry,
something.
I'm literally polishing a piece of ebony out of wood.
Anyways, fast forward a little bit, and you all meet up back at Jack's home. Fen, you've been waiting here by far the longest. And everybody shows up.
Finn, how did things go?
So smooth. Looks like they're gonna have about 16 guards. The one guy
Mhm.
can talk to animals. The house we're going
Which guy?
to. A Bakuan looking. He lives
does
at the
not narrow
estate
it
where
down.
he lives
They're
at the
both
estate where-
Abaquans.
He lives at he's not as pointy of ears, and he's not as pale. According to his description of silk, I don't know. It's not silk, so you know.
Zirin.
Yes, that one. Yeah. He could talk to me. So,
How did that go?
well, I was a seagull, so he just assumed I was a seagull, fed me, and then had me go deliver a message to Silk that everything was all good to go.
Wait a moment. You saw both Zirin and Silk.
Yeah, it was so chill, and then I flew out of there and left.
The
Good
player
time for
cannot keep a
bullshit.
straight face. So you saw both.
Mm-hmm.
You delivered a message for them. What was the message?
I've hired extra security from Katiri Mill. Should be really chill.
Extra security from Katiri. I thought that the Katiri mill
Was it Katiri?
were being cut out of the Almaj.
The Katsune? The Katsune? Oh god.
He's commissioned more people from
Okay,
Katiri.
yeah. Okay,
that's what it said.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
what
yeah.
I told you.
Sorry. Yeah, I thought I was messing up. No. He commissioned 16 from Kateri Mill. That's what he said. He was speaking to a half orc, half a Bakwan woman.
That would be
Lakudra.
yes, Leader Lakudra. I met her on the way back to Glory
You probably
Post.
saw me flying off, you know?
So I thought that Jasmine's information could be wrong. She said that the Kateri Mill were being cut out of the deal. Could this be
Just because they're
keeping
hiring him as
appearances?
security doesn't mean that they're
In the
part of it.
That is true.
Because regardless, they'll protect them.
That is true.
But yeah, totally chill. He didn't even know I was there.
Are you sure?
You just thought I was a stupid pigeon. Yeah, man. Yeah.
No,
Sounds
no.
like you did a great work scouting. You didn't happen to see any possible escape and entrance routes, did you?
So the western side is going to be used as probably the sex area.
That is where the sex.
That's where the breeding will happen, and then
I do not think this
Um,
party is for the purposes of reproduction.
why else would you do it? Then?
No, it's enjoyment only.
Oh,
You are familiar with monkeys, right?
Somebody
Finn is-
hears that. Go ahead. Sorry.
I was going to say, Finn, you strike me as a child. You do not know about. This is not something that you necessarily need to know
I
everything
am
about.
17, so
You are a child. This is not the
Exactly.
conversation.
You're 17. Your blood is like 90% testosterone.
yeah.
Yeah,
Barely-
somebody,
you have to fight him off with a stick on Friday evenings.
somebody hears
No.
the word monkey, and he rotates his head
Oh.
towards Vance.
Yeah.
He just looks back.
Oh,
Silk
wait a
isn't-
minute.
Yeah. Silk
not
isn't
monkeys.
cool about food.
So there's so much wrong with this.
Oh no, it
Okay.
sounds like it went well.
I can't go as a seagull anymore though. Just letting you guys know.
Okay. Why is
You
that?
know, if I do it too much, they're gonna pick up on it. They're gonna pick up.
I
on like,
thought
oh,
you
that
said that they
seagull."
had no idea. Fen, why are you sweating so much?
I was reading this news
You
article
cannot
about
read,
cops.
you idiot. You already told me that.
Fen, tell me what happened.
Finn, I have
Don't-
ways of making you say. I do not want to use
Okay,
them against
all right, okay.
Don't make
Listen-
me zone of truth you.
No, please don't. No, we don't need to waste things. It's like he could just see through it. I was going to steal his. I don't even know why. It just kind of hit me like I want to steal his food.
Oh,
and
fuck.
you know he turned around with a dagger, and I was like, oh shit. But no way. Maybe it was just a threatening thing. Like it was in his hand. So I went for it a little more. Yeah, that fucker stabbed me right in the throat.
what
and-
happened?
I turned back into me, and he freaked out.
And you had my
Oh,
fucking
sweet
staff.
Jesus fuck.
But it's all right. I got the sandwich. I flicked him off as I fell out the window
Oh,
turned
because
into
that
a
makes up for
vulture and-
everything.
and flew off. He had no idea what was going on.
So he is aware that you can change into bird.
Yeah,
He's
they're
aware
aware I
that
could.
s-
They're
that
aware I
we-
could fly.
He is aware that we are
Oh.
looking into events.
Huh?
And you pissed him off by stealing his food.
It was really shitty, anyways. He probably wouldn't like it. It was
Oh.
all lettuce and tomato and.
Because
onions.
he's fucking so much for non-violence.
He is
Threw away the-
herbivore. Yes.
Threw away the food?
Oh, I spit that out immediately on the ground. I just took it out of spite, to state my dominance,
And
like peeing in his home.
Hey, hang on.
You didn't pee in his
He-
home, did
Just
you?
be no.
This is neither here nor there. What we need to assess is he has seen you before, hasn't
with us.
he? With us
Not with you all, no.
Yes, at the
at
prison.
the
Yup.
prison.
When we were leaving.
Stranded prison.
You were there with us, and he greeted us.
Yeah, but he
And
likes
you're-
me. Not anymore, though.
That was.
I would imagine not.
With
But
the
I don't
knife,
think.
especially.
He probably
And also,
did
he
not like
shot
you with
some
his-
sort of like magic at me. It hurt a little bit, but yeah, it too.
What happened?
I don't know. He shot this full. There was just this flaming ball of light just came chasing after me as I flew away.
That's called divine retribution.
Ugh. The
I feel
divine
like we are good.
retribution.
Karmic
It's all good.
justice.
I lost him when
wait,
I flew down into the crowd. I crashed into a bunch of people. It's fine.
Oh, so you meant the scene on top of it?
A little bit, yeah.
Oh,
You know,
God.
you know what? It's fine. It is good
I'm just
that we
eating
know.
food currently.
We can take it into account. The important thing is that Fen made it out alive. Somehow.
So he
Let's
made it out
face it.
alive.
We were always going to have to deal with Silk at some point, let's be honest. Like,
That is
Here's
true.
the thing, though.
However,
Why would I? The thing is, if I don't show up with you guys, it's clearly I'm not a part of it. You guys got rid of me.
You don't meet the age requirement.
Yeah,
to
I don't meet
attend,
the age requirement to attend. That kind of stuff. Like,
which is 21.
yeah.
by
So
the way.
like there's this whole thing. Chances
in my
are I'm
country
not
is
even with you
16.
guys, and I'm just fucking around with him.
It's not because of the alcohol. It's because of the maturity level. 21.
so, I mean, still, there could be an
Hey,
increasing of
all
security.
all bets are off on you having the staff.
They
Oh,
already
wait.
knew
You
that.
think he's watching me right now?
How would he be watching you?
Did you leave a feather behind, or anything of your own?
No, we're good. Checks head. She said that.
Fen, remember when I said you took 2 points of damage? That means you took 1 point of damage.
Oh,
He has your blood.
that counts as having my blood. Only 1 point of damage.
Well, yeah, that means you took damage.
Well,
He stabbed. What type of damage do you take?
I don't know. I'm just saying, like.
To be fair,
Oh,
He has a
Out
little
of
bit of blood.
58 health, how it
God, there are-
cut me, but yeah.
there are so many things you can do if you have something that belongs to someone else. Especially your blood.
That just means we need to move as fast as possible.
How about I just leave? And I'll just see you all there. And on that note,
What
not
happens
saying
if
anything
things change?
else.
What happens if circumstances change and we cannot communicate to you?
You can. We all know you can. I will be around a place. Yeah.
All right.
Nondescript.
We don't really have a choice. I mean, this is our best chance.
I'm gonna go set up. I'll see you all later.
All right.
Delay is only going to make it
I'm
worse,
gonna
especially
leave.
at this
I'm
point.
gonna leave.
All right. So you walk out.
Fucking hell.
Somebody, did you
How long
manage to
was I
get yourself
waiting
a way
for?
in?
Sorry, how long was I waiting for, Joey?
You waited for like 40
So
minutes.
could I have gotten a short rest then? Okay, cool.
Sure.
Just making sure, because
You recharged that one missing point.
yeah, and I get my beast shapes back.
a band-aid.
So Vance, what were you
I was
saying?
asking if Somdi managed to get himself entrance.
He's going to like scratch at his brow like compulsively at this point. I did. I managed to get in. Hell, I managed to bring almost I managed to bring in some people from Katsun.
Oh no.
Ooh.
Well, it's I squared away the debt I had with them, so they're relatively friendly with me. It's the people
Oh.
that we had our little sparring match with, which
Oh,
got
you
so
get to see your
rudely.
lady love, Bartakov.
I think she's forgotten about you.
I will make her remember.
Quite the Romeo we have here.
You know, if you were an ugly man with a receding hairline who is very fat and a neck beard, saying that would be very concerning.
But fortunately, I'm attractive.
Well, you still have a mustache. But anyways.
It is the correct month for me to have a mustache. Thank you.
That's fair.
That's
It's staying, but that's besides the point.
Hmm.
Until I can twirl it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow,
Anyways,
Luigi.
go ahead.
Oh my god, I can't. Anyway, we managed to secure the necessities to appear as we are part of the group. We have gained entry. We have fucked shit up. In Finn's case, at least they do not know what to expect from us.
It is always actually a good plan to appear so incompetent that you are of no risk whatsoever.
Certainly.
Everybody
Are we
involved.
sure that we are faking incompetence?
Some of us are.
How long does your wild shape last now? 7
4.
hours per? 4 hours
And I
per?
can take, and I
You
can,
have 3 of them by
yeah, and I can
rest.
short rest. Well, I have 2, and I can short rest while in my beast shape.
So yeah, you can just
Yeah.
indefinitely stay a cat now. Meow. Anyways, you all have the semblance of a plan. We're gonna fast forward you all a couple of days. None of you have seen Fen during this time.
He's been abducted
And
and
Fen.
murdered.
You've been hiding.
Yes.
Roll me a stealth check as your cat form.
Where is cat? There's no like special cat, right? That is set in casino.
I mean, it's just naked
Okay.
aesthetic. Cats aren't special in
Where's the-
general,
where's
so
the
like.
cat?
I take offense to that.
Wait, cats have a climb speed? What?
No, not really.
It says they do.
Oh, then
30
yeah,
feet.
makes sense.
Yep. So I get a +2. I'm just gonna roll my stealth and then -2
Why you use your?
because it's my
proficiency?
dex is lower though.
Oh, okay.
Well, my dex is higher. The cat's dex is lower than me. So
Gotcha. I gotcha.
to 10.
Okay. You've been staying away from the periodic Yaman that you see, even Almaj that you see, slipping around town, looking like generic
I have not
cats
turned into a
can.
cat before, for anyone's knowledge. So
Yeah.
A normal-sized cat.
true. Yeah, it's usually a saber
Roll-
tooth.
Roll me an insight check
Oh,
then.
Jesus. 23.
So, they're definitely tracking you,
God.
and you're not sure how. They must have some way of gleaming where you are periodically, randomly throughout the day, and to be looking for you. But you managed to evade them.
More showing up as I stay places longer. Great.
Though they're definitely aware that you go to places and try to hide there, but you have to stay on the move.
Okay.
Luckily, cats are incredibly evasive creatures. But anyways, a couple of days have passed, everybody. You've gotten your commissioned outfits with your appropriate cowls. Bartikov, no cowl for you, unless you decide later on that you will be participating. Samdi, no cowl for you. You are going to be brought in as one of the commissioned guards of the event itself. Vance, Katarine, Ash, I'm not role-playing any sexy time stuff because that's not that type of
Perfectly
stream.
fine.
Yeah, no bother there.
What?
Spin-off one-shot. We're playing fucking Fatal.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a consultant if we're gonna do it on a one shot. I got some people. To
I'm
call,
going to need
but-
a fucking advance on my therapist for that.
So, Samdi,
Oh.
you are the first one out of everybody here at the event that you can tell. You arrive with Scrag, Tilt, Ransack. What was the other guy's name? Draven.
Volley,
Dude, Volley.
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 Volley, yeah. And
not
Volley.
Draven.
Not Draven, because we're not, stealing things from people.
You arrive at the very vibrant, very fun estate, and you get checked in to be one of the standing guards of the location. You are shown around the event stage where everything will be transpiring. Samdi, this is an incredible location. Far nicer than any of the other places you've been to inside of Casino thus far. The incredible long walkway of this activity center is lined with cushions, with soft pillows, and other things that, well, you know what activities will be transpiring here. Even though you are some of the first commissionable guards here, you are not one of the first attendants. There's already people who seem to have come in from out of town. You get debriefed by Lakudra, who sees the five of you come in, nods at Tilt, Ransack, Scrag, and then looks over at you. Someday. Right.
B.
Someday. Working on it.
Any progress is progress.
Anyways, the five of you are going to be put on a special detail for this event. You're supposed to not watch the participants directly. You're going to be watching outside to see if anything happens around the estate. All right? Who's going to be taking lead on this? Ransack and Scrag both point at Tilt. Tilt points at you, and Volley points at himself.
We're gonna need a solid answer here, or we're gonna look like a bunch of idiots.
Somebody, you didn't vote.
That's correct.
You got us the job, so it's only right that you take leadership role, right?
You know what? I'm joining here on this. You're usually the head of this group.
Yeah.
I think that this is a good opportunity for you to show your seniority in the situation.
Okay. Guess I'll take it then. Okay. Ransack, Scrag, you two are going to be taking South Wall. Watch on that quarter, okay? No drinking, okay, Ransack?
Yeah.
Okay. And you'll have a break about 4 hours in. I'll have Samdi release you on that one. Samdi and I are going to keep watch over through the open courtyard that leads over to the other buildings, okay? And Vali, give me the hardest job. We're going to put you very far away from this event. You're going to be on the far wall to the northeast side. Apparently that's where some office is that needs to be watched over, okay? You're having me watch an office.
You know what?
Yeah, it's very
Kill.
important. Yeah.
I think Wally wants more action, and honestly, I'm not physically active. I'm not gonna kid anyone, but I am observant, and I will raise an alarm if something were to happen over in that office. You mind if I take that spot?
You want to take that job? Oh, okay. If you want to.
I'm on
Sure.
the lower pecking
I-
order here. I'm understanding the situation.
Not everyone's on top like me.
Good for you, Wally, and I'm going to tune him out.
Fine. I guess I will have to be with him the entire time. Okay. Yep, that's what we'll be doing. Right. You're really the best that Katsune could provide. We've successfully executed 32 missions. Really? You? I'm quite powerful, yeah. All right. Very well. You, Samdi, walk with me. And Lakudra, who, this is what she looks like, everybody, will walk with you over
Voice
here.
does not
okay?
match what she looks like.
That's the
I
fun
know,
of
I
it.
know. I was like, God, she is way better.
Holy shit! Yeah, that
She
is not
smokes
what
a-
I was imagining.
She smokes a lot.
Yeah.
She smokes almost as much as Catherine.
Oh, take me in your arms,
So,
you
yeah.
Amazon goddess.
Lakudra
finding
will
Chris-
walk with you.
We're finding Chris's / Sparta's type.
Look, I like them small or I like them tall. No in between.
Good to know.
God.
Alright.
Mhm. Oh my God.
I'll just say to Lakudra, later Lakudra, did you want to talk to me, or are you just showing me where to go?
I'm going to be debriefing you on what your job is. So, you follow me up here, and you walk outside of the event stage where you see over towards the northeast corner of this location. There appears to be a smaller building than all of the rest of them that has a few guards positioned out front. General guards, but they're not Katira guards. They're other ones. All right. That building right there. There are 2 entry points inside of it that we are aware of. There's the top window on the east wall, and there is the front door on the south bottom. Okay? You're going to be appointed at watching both of them on your rotation.
Will I be inside or outside the building?
You will be outside the building
Alright.
watching. She pulls out a key. This is in case you see somebody infiltrate. We have strict orders not to disturb the event, but to alert other guards for reinforcements. You go in immediately, and if you have to die to stop them or slow them down, do it. Okay? She will hand you the key to the building.
I will consider it an honor then.
Alert me first, of course. If I get over there, most things will get taken care of pretty quickly.
I will keep that in mind, Leader Lakudra.
Good. Now, she wanders over. These are Almaj guards. And you see the guards all like look over at you, and they all look like hippies that put on like leather armor. Hey, hi. You 4 are going to be listening to some D, okay? If it comes from his mouth, treat it like it's coming from my mouth. Got it, yep. All right. They're your responsibility, kid. Don't fuck anything up. She'll pat you on the shoulder.
I will try my very best.
This is by far the hardest job at the event, but also supposedly the most boring.
And also the best one to have an instant part of.
Yes. Now, Fen. Stealth check.
You know, there's a part of me that really wanted to have Skywrite prepped so I could just write "eat dicks" silk in the sky.
It's not too late.
I know.
But
I
can
have
you
a lot of stuff that
sacrifice
I
a
want to prep
spell?
for different. Yeah, there's a lot of. No, it's ritual cast, but it's having
Oh.
a spell prepped. It's having a spell prepped. That's the issue.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Stealth check. I'm
Yup.
gonna use. Well, I both have 2 advantages still. Jesus. I'll use my recap. My recap advantage. Let's do that one. Stealth check. As the kitty cat, so subtract 2. 14. I'm not doing well today.
Alrighty. You show up to the event fairly early, when all of the guards are getting in position, getting set up, and you start wandering around when it's easy for you to slip by unnoticed. Yep. You see Samdi is walking away with that big half-orc woman over towards the northeastern building. And you see that there are a lot of guards here. A lot more than 16 now. Probably closer to 30 in total. As you are wandering through, you see Tilt, whose eyes glow when she sees you, and goes sprinting directly towards you.
Oh, they glow? Oh, no.
I think that's a metaphoric glow.
As she gets over to you, she squats down and holds her hand out. Here, hi, hello, hi.
He wants to pet you.
I'm gonna be a cat and sit a little away and just stare, not coming towards.
She'll reach into a bag and pull out a little bit of jerky. Here, have some. There you go. You're a pretty boy, huh? Yeah, really pretty.
Grab and run.
Oh, that's fun. What the hell are you looking at? Cats are cool. Don't mess with them. Cats are cool. And she wanders away.
Was the jerky fine?
Yeah, it was good jerky. Just straight jerky and salt. Nothing special.
I'm gonna do cat things while
Boar.
I'm keeping an eye on Samdi.
Do I notice
Alrighty.
the cat?
Which does your passive beat a 14?
Passive beats a 14.
You notice a cat chewing on a piece of jerky
It
looking
has
at
some
you.
like markings on it that definitely look like fence.
I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna like, as I'm like walking around doing my little patrol route, gonna walk in within 30 feet of him.
I'm playing
And I'm
with like,
going
one of
to
the guards like hanging belt things.
I'll say, the fuck are you doing in here? Thought you were
Give
going to be.
Give me this. Give it to me. Hey, what's up, Samdi?
As I walk away from it, still connecting it because I can be within 5 miles of him.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say, from what I understand, that building over there, that all the guards are flowing about, is some sort of office that requires special protection. I'm in charge of the 4 Almage guards. It was Almage, right?
That is correct.
These 4 Almage guard individuals. And I am in charge of entering the building if I notice somebody getting into the building that's not allowed.
So like a cat.
I doubt they specify that a cat somehow getting into this highly confidential building is that much of a cause for concern. It's just a cat, come on.
Do I notice Silk is standing there?
Oh, you guys aren't here. This is just the
Oh,
atmosphere.
okay. I was
in
like,
general.
oh fuck,
Yes.
Silk.
No. That's a different
Oh, fuck,
map.
Silk.
Completely. No. Silk's not here. Silk is over by the building, as the two of you are discussing, but he seems to just be talking to various guests right now. Or sorry, not Silk. Zaren's. Silk is nowhere near here yet.
Yeah. Now, the best plausible deniability is the fact that I want to believe in your ability to sneak in unannounced. And
Thanks, I
if
believe in myself too.
And that's half of it. Now, honestly, they're putting way too much effort into, as I'm looking at the cat, just trying to have a serious conversation here, and you are
What?
looking like a distracted scrotum.
It does kind of. It does kind of. That basically is what I'm playing with. Yes. Yeah.
So, I'm gonna be very quick with you because I doubt you're going to be paying too much attention. That building is highly suspect. You might want to check it out.
Yes. Sus. I'm gonna start walking this way as a cat. Meow meow.
Meow meow. Meow meow meow.
Meow.
Alrighty. You're approaching over towards that building, and as you are moving up there, Fen, you see that Zyrens is watching the cat moving across the courtyard.
I'm gonna go this way towards like a bush and sniff around for any creatures.
All right, roll me a survival
Do
check.
do I notice Siren's little?
Oh yeah.
If I see him like as I'm walking past, I'll give him a little bow.
Good thing I'm trained in that.
9. You found a mouse, but it got away from
I'm gonna chase it.
I'm imagining that the cat just sits back on his hind legs and bangs the ground like, damn it.
you. And then he watches the cat act like a complete fool and chase after a mouse. And
Did the mouse go into the house?
no. Sirens will go over to you, Samdi. You must be one of the Katsune who's going to be taking care of my estate tonight.
Yes, that would be I. As well as my compatriots who are scattered around the walls.
Good. Oh, you invited Tilt. I've heard many good things about her.
Yes, I am acquainted with her. A rather, quite honestly, strange series of events, but we have a friendly enough relationship, and as I was the bearer of this job opportunity, I decided a bit of nepotism didn't hurt anyone.
Suppose not. So, my personal office and room are in this building over here. Please take very special care to watch over it for me, okay?
I will.
And he will take your hand, shaking it, and when he pulls it away, you have 5 platinum pieces in your hand.
I will be the very image of discretion.
Says the crocodile.
Ba-dum.
Not get to New Orleans.
Now, a couple of hours into you being at your post and position, the event is starting to take off. People are arriving, people are engaging with one another, people are conversing. You're far enough away, Samdi, that you don't have to be aware of what's happening inside of that building. You get to just sit here and watch the estate. A few hours have passed. The rest of the group, do you show up on time, fashionably late, slightly late, or very late?
Fashionably. So
Fashionably
that we can
late.
make
So like an hour.
entrance.
An hour past the beginning of all of this. As all of you arrive, you see a very easily recognizable individual waiting for you all at the entry to the location. Roline, Katira, and Jezumi are here. Roline wearing the blue cowl, and Jessamine wearing no cowl at all. Hello, you must be Vance, Katarina, and that must be Ash. This very, very handsome, dark, beautiful skinned looking Abakwin smiles at all of you. He has a little bit of gold over his eyelids just to add a little pop to him, and his lips seem to be dyed purple.
You would be correct.
Much more dressed up than when you saw him last.
You would be correct. I am Catherine. It is a pleasure.
He goes over, takes your hand, kisses the back of it.
Oh,
Does the same to the other two gentlemen as well.
such a gentleman.
It's going to be a wonderful evening here. All of you are with me. He looks at all of the Katiri guards. They're my guests. Guards nod. You're all allowed in. So, these events are usually very active.
Certainly.
And he looks at the cowls out of curiosity. Vance, you're red. Katarine, what cowl? Yellow. Ash,
Yes.
what cowl do you wear? Red is you're open to anything. Yellow is you may approach me and discuss things if you wish. And blue is I'm mostly just observing. So buy me a drink and
You had to ask Red all the way.
I have to ask. I'm not assuming anything from any
Okay.
of y'all. That is your business, your level of consent at these
Okay.
parties. He looks at all of you. Looks like for newcomers, you're very open. That'll be
Certainly.
good for you.
Vance and Ash both tend to be very forward.
But I mostly come to these things for political reasons.
Smart.
Try to get well with people, yes, and not going to lie, it's entertaining to observe, to say the least.
Of course.
And this entire time, he's been 100% ignoring Bartikov because Bart's just your guard.
Oh yeah,
Um,
and Bart's in his full,
by the way,
like polished armor, bucket helm, the lot.
This is my personal protector. The number 3 ranked. Number
I
3
beat him.
ranked. Gladiator in all of Casino. Jessamine. Jessamine gives you a bow. This large, admittedly gorgeous Asimir man.
We met.
He's shinier than
Gentleman.
Bart is right now.
We've met the gentleman.
You have.
No, this was player.
Oh, I'm
Player
aware.
Speaking.
He's not.
I think he was answering Sombi's question.
Oh, you were answering.
Oh no, I
Zombie?
thought you
Wasn't
were.
he a
Sorry.
Genasi? Oh yeah, he's a Genasi. I
Yeah.
apologize. Yeah. No. Yes, you have met him. All of you have met him. He was in session
Mhm.
1.
Oh,
That was the
Yep.
fight
That's
against
what.
Fen.
besides Vance.
But Roline is unaware that you know Jessamine.
Oh, it is a pleasure to meet one of the famous gladiators of Casino.
He bows, refusing to touch anybody. Thank you.
Bart will
You're
just give
here
him like the
You're here just in guardianship capacity?
My interest lies within the pits, more or less. But thank you, though.
Certainly. And there's like a wink, just like, oh, sad face, you're not participating. She's lawyering right now.
Oh, yeah, totally. And Roline will help escort. I fucked to kill and I killed them. Roline will escort you all downstairs into the primary event. And when we come back next week... Oh, you have
Yes, I
something?
wanted to do something. Am I
Okay.
able to get into that building?
That might be a better cliffhanger to end off on.
Okay, because I was
Hopefully.
gonna meld into stone and just hide in there in the stone.
Ooh. Roll me a survival check to find a location that's not being watched by anybody who would rat you out.
Just directly
I'll use my
behind
last
Sandy.
advantage.
Can I send him a message of
21.
tell me? Oh, never
Oh
mind.
shit!
What were you saying?
Can I send him a message since we're still since we're still linked? Just saying, you know, you can tell me when you need a distraction.
No distraction necessary. I'm breaching the building.
You see that his back is up against the corner on one of the guard rotations in a spot only you can see him for now. He has about like 30 seconds.
Oh, I can't. Oh, yeah, my cat form.
Yeah. You have to cast as a person.
Yeah. Well,
So you pop out a
I
cat.
was gonna do it inside the. Try and get in the office and do it. Is what I was saying. But we can save that for later.
Oh, I thought you meant mold into earth to get into
No,
the
no, no, no,
building.
no. So meld into stone, I can't move. So it's like one of those things I want to get into the office, so I'm there. So if he comes into the office
I
for any
gotcha.
sort of relations, I come out the stone like
I
a
thought meld
mummy.
into earth. You
No,
could
it's same spot in and out.
Capestone.
Shape
I
stone
have
is what
shape
was thinking.
stone,
Okay,
too.
cool. Right. Okay. So survival check.
I did, yeah, 21.
I know. I'm reevaluating the situation. 21. You're gonna have to wait until a shift occurs, which can happen only 2 hours into the event, which is just so happens to be right as everybody else shows up, unbeknownst to you, of course. When that shift change happens, you take the key moment you have to climb on the top wall outside of the building, leap across, slink on the roof, and you ninja cat through the open window.
Yes. Oh god, there's somebody in there. Oh no.
You look at the desk in front of you, where there appears to be an Abakwin woman with scars all across her face, spinning a dagger on the table. I need an immediate stealth check from you, Mr. Kitty Cat.
Oh no.
You know this bitch?
You already have a game advantage.
Yes, one more.
Yeah, one more. I'll use it. 16.
You with the doubles.
Minus 2.
14.
What's her passive?
Please be blind. Please be blind.
Not blind, no. She doesn't seem to
Oh,
notice
Jesus
as she's
fucking
spinning the
Christ.
dagger. Just keep spinning it.
Quickly finding somewhere to hide. Just quickly. We can end it there.
You leap down off the table, and the best place to hide would be probably under this
Yep.
table, which as a cat you can barely fit under. Or under the desk, as her feet aren't under the desk, her feet are up on top
I'm
of
gonna go
the
under
desk.
the desk.
There's that little cubby hole literally
Yep,
right
just
next
going
to
under
her,
the desk.
but-
Just- Nope. Nope.
And we're gonna have to figure out what the fuck's gonna be happening
Yep.
next week from this point of view.
God.
Oh, Jesus. Viewers, thank you all very much for watching. Players, thank you all very much for playing. I hope you all had a good time today. We will see you next week. Goodbye.